Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rag Company podcast YouTube channel, where we are hosting the Rag Company Q&A Thursday Holiday Special Extravaganza. Add extra words, whatever you want. It's Christmas time here in the studio, and of course, to my right, Levi Gates.
Hey, Dane, how's it
Master
going?
of Shine himself. I'm Dane Hennon, and to my left, it's not Anthony, guys. We have our very own Adam Pitale popping in from Adam's Polishes. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
We refer to the inside name we call for Adam is Uncle Adam.
We call him Uncle
because
Adam
when he
around
shows
here.
up, it's always like you got pizzas or you got food or you
Cool
just
car.
stopping by to say hi
Yeah.
and give everybody hugs. So you're just like the fun uncle that shows up to
The
say
fun
hello.
uncle.
So yeah, so welcome, Uncle
I like
Adam.
To feed
Yeah.
the people.
That's
I
right.
really like to feed the people.
Well, and this time we
appreciated.
had some snacks at least, so we
Yeah.
were able to return the favor.
A little bit.
Little
That was
bit.
nice. Yeah,
It's not the same.
I consumed your calories this time.
That's right.
So
Get
there.
your mic in front of you
Oops.
there.
So there. Okay. There we go.
There
Sorry
we
about
go.
that. There we go.
Yeah, no worries. Anyway, Adam, since you're here in the studio with us, and today we have a lot of guests, so we understand things will be moving a lot, but we're trying to give everybody about 10 minutes of time or more. You know, if our next guest doesn't ring in right away, we want you to hang out with us for a while. So
Down.
if that's okay and you want to hang out, that's great. But please tell us, what are your plans for this upcoming Christmas?
How are you
know,
guys and how's
kinda
the family
period?
spending it?
The family is going to go skiing.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
Only our schedule might be a little bit thrown off because there's no snow.
That
Yeah.
So-
This is
poses
a
a
weird
problem.
winter here.
yeah, little off.
Yeah. So I was just talking to Josh. We might take our kids over to the go-kart track.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
we got Enzo, right? My youngest, who's a madman, totally.
Yeah, we
on
hear
the
that
racetrack.
it's always him and Josh's son neck and neck at every go-kart race.
Well, we were tied for last, but we were at the national championships or the Pacific Northwest championships. So it was a pretty major race, and our kids were the first year. So
yeah.
but it was the rag company cart and the Adams Polishes cart. We were like this, front, back, and these kids were good, and they were banging each other a little bit. But
Nice.
at the end of the deal, it was fun. It was
Nice.
they slammed into each other a couple times. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm a little concerned that my plans might be foiled.
Yeah, you might have to go farther north. You might have to
Yeah.
go to McCall. You might have to go to Tamarack
I hear
that's-
there's snow up there.
to get
Well,
some snow.
So that's where we hang out in McCall. You know, we got a place up there. We hang out up there, and 0.0 inches of snow in the last 7 days,
Wow.
and there is 0.4 inches scheduled sometime like next Thursday.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
going on?
It's
What is
crazy.
going
Going on. Global
all right.
warming clearly
Yeah,
is
it's in the way of things.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's fun to it's funny because this is a warm December.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've lived here my whole life, going on 43 years in Boise. I mean, 943 years in Boise for those of you that are listening. But point is, haven't seen a December this warm before. That's been pretty wild.
I know.
So
And just recently, now we got this inversion layer thing going on,
Yeah.
and we live just above town.
Yeah.
We're about 800 feet above, so we are. If it's kind of hard to see here, where we live, like you can't even see our mailbox.
You're in the
like
clouds.
It's totally in the clouds. Yeah, it's wild. So it's keeping the real estate affordable.
that's
Okay,
right.
Here
Yeah.
in
that's
Boise.
nice.
That's what I look at. I'm like, you know what? It's going to keep things down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep our
Cost them.
taxes low.
If they
Yes,
can't
hopefully.
see it,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. Amen.
Well, so I did want to ask how things are going with Adam's Polishes. Anything new to report? Stuff going on? In case people watching are curious. You know,
Sure.
we got you in here. We might as well ask.
I know, and I always say that we don't do enough business with the Rag Company because I love you guys. I
know
love you
that.
guys.
We love
We
you
got
too.
you.
I
Your
hugged
town is
everyone
great.
here earlier. By
You
the
did.
way.
You
Everyone's
did.
been hugged.
Yes.
Feeling the love. Yeah, things are going pretty good over at Adams Polishes. Had another pretty bash up year, and I keep thinking about all the different things that people do in a DIY setting, and
Yeah.
that's really kind of our sweet spot.
Of course.
A lot of the detailer business, we don't accomplish enough of that detailer business because they just have, they want to buy things in larger quantities. There's a different way to market to someone who's
Sure.
doing it for a living
Yeah.
than the
Totally.
people that are doing it as enthusiasts in their garage. Johnny DIY in the garage, polishing his own car, or Sally, because we have I think we have something close to 50% female customers, which is
that's a great
impressive.
ratio.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Anyway, it's a very different business that we're in, that we are always catering to people who want the absolute most premium of any one item, and price doesn't always totally matter. Because you're not doing it for a business. It's not a line item on your balance, on your spreadsheet.
Exactly.
That's what makes you happy. It's not necessarily what meets the bottom line every time.
It's a therapy. Yeah. How much is your therapy worth?
Yeah, exactly.
To me, a lot. I pay a lot for a lot of therapy. It's worthwhile. And so in some cases, but it's funny. And in that DIY group, I love it. I love to teach, and we love to bring those people up to speed on how do I get these water spots off my glass, and how do I get these swirl marks out of the finish, or the blue jean marks out of the leather, or whatever. There's always sometimes some similar questions, right? But who I can like really collaborate with and hang out with, my people are detailers.
Yeah.
So when I'm hanging out with you guys, I feel like, I'm in my zone. In my zone.
You feel at home.
That's the goal.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
It's true.
But you're right. It is different. It's surprising how many, because that's the nice thing about the way the three of us work so well together, is because I always look at a product or a tool or a piece of equipment from that. I run a shop. This is what I'm looking at, just because that's what I did for so long. And I have to sometimes, I'll have a issue and go like, well, I don't think it'll be great for a detailer. And Anthony will look at it and go, no, I would have purchased this. I would have this in my garage, because he's the DIYer. He's the guy that's working and doing that. Mm-hmm. And then we'll take it another step. And is it something that Dane would even want to have the time to do? Because Dane looks at it and goes, I have the skill set.
I'm looking for the quick fix.
Yeah, but I want to make sure that if, I walk in and I want to clean my glass because my dog got in my car and she left puppy snarfles all over the place.
Snarfles.
And now it's on the leather, right? Like, that was a term my aunt told me.
I love snarfles.
But he goes, and it's on the leather, and I want to get it off because I just don't want it sitting there. Or he's picked it up from the groomer in cases past.
She had a big meaty dinosaur bone in the back
that she
seat
brought out.
Got on the leather.
And that's what he's looking at. He's not, the rest of the car's fine. He just, I need to take care of this one specific thing at this one time. And is it something simple and easy for me to do? And so having these three different viewpoints for the three of us have worked out really well in our favor, but it also allows, myself to step back and go, or vice versa, to where Anthony goes, I never even thought about that. Where I'm like, I need a guy to be able to buy a gallon of this, or make it simple enough that he can train somebody to use it.
Amen.
So it is very different, and it's surprising how many people just don't think about that in their companies.
I think of three big circles being drawn on a board, right? And then right there in the middle is that sweet spot, the subset of all of those different things. The quick and easy, the total freaky perfectionist, everything must be flawless. And by the way, Levi's done full sanding and paint correction for me in the past.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
On some stuff that your attention to detail is amazing. And me, I always just want the best possible, whatever the best in the world is. I prefer it to be made in the USA if I can. That's always my goal. And but I like to always have a clean car. But I am an always 90% guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I want 100% of the time that my car is at 90%.
That's solid.
Because for me to get to 100%, the amount of time and energy and insanity that you have to apply to get your car to 100% and then keep it at 100% all the time.
It's almost impossible.
It's game over.
Yeah. It's like having 4 kids.
Yeah.
Just in your one car if you drive it a lot, So I think that there's that little happy spot right between you, between your focus.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
No, that's very valid.
Definitely.
But that's where I like to think that, that's a sweet spot. That's where a lot of people want to be. Whether you're a professional or an enthusiast, there's somewhere in the middle there's a happy spot for everyone. Mm-hmm. So between your products or something that's like volume only and, maybe it's got a cheap label on it, but the guys who use it love it because they can get like 1 million gallons out of it before they move on. There's somewhere in between that's a sweet spot. But anything left before we have you dip out for more guests? I just want to ask, other than the plans for Christmas and other than new stuff happening at Adams, What do you got? What do you got going in the driveway lately? Like, what's been your recent detail? What's your
Ooh,
cars?
that's
you
a
got
good
going
question,
on?
Dane.
I want to know because Adam's always got cool cars.
Adam
So I
has
wanna-
shown
I
up
wanna hear.
to. He's shown up at our place just to wash some of his cars.
You and
just 'cause
Anthony
he
are
needs to get it
detailers,
done.
but where
Yeah.
I fit in, I am
Yeah.
car guy, so I
Yeah.
just want to know cars.
Yeah. I've been on a Porsche kick lately.
Have you?
Ooh,
I have been on a
okay.
Porsche kick, and I found a car. I was out in California. You guys got to check this place out. You probably already know all about it. It's called the Finish Line.
Okay.
Super high-end auto condos, like car.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, basically, it's like your man cave condos.
Yeah, Gordon McCall built a set out in Monterey.
Yeah.
That
There's
sounds
a
like
place
something
like
Gordon
similar
would
to
have.
Yeah,
that.
there's something he would do.
Unbelievable. This one is in Costa Mesa. It is literally on the airport.
Oh boy.
And I'm over there. I'm walking around, no big deal, minding my own business, looking at these car condos because I think there should be something like that here.
Yeah.
And you kind of have something going on out in front here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Similar,
just starting.
but this one, these are
yeah.
you own your own. You
Right.
fully freak it out. You put up your, all your signs, and I have a ton of photos here.
It's like a full self-enclosed shop.
It's a full
you.
self-enclosed shop, and it's just super, just
Yeah.
premium, like
Yeah.
juicy everywhere you look. 'Cause one guy had Ferrari leather, a whole wall.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Unbelievable stuff. So I'll show you some photos that are just going to mind you. Anyway, I'm walking around minding my own business, and all of a sudden, this lime green 1980 Porsche 928 just shows up.
Hey, I love
Right
it,
where I'm
28,
standing.
all right.
You like that too? I didn't know I liked him.
They're
my
an
God.
acquired taste. They're not for everybody.
They
Some
are
people
definitely an acquired taste.
don't like them because they look at the back and they think that looks like an AMC Pacer. But there was actually some inspiration between those cars for the way the rear windows are designed.
I think you are
Nice.
completely correct. I think that the color of
Oh, that's a lovely
the-
color.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if I can show this
You,
or this
you
this
really
can be
don't
I didn't
see
hit that
many.
camera.
in that
There you go.
color.
There you go. Is this
Yeah.
not the coolest color in the world? But check this out, just to get you really crazy, because
It's like
this
a very
made me
light Kermit.
Oh wow.
look
yeah,
at
that's
the
pretty dope.
fascia.
It's got
Yeah.
the
Interior.
insane checkered interior. Yes,
This is
I
a
love
German
that.
market
Yeah.
car that was restored completely in Italy and then imported by Paulette Auto Kennel. That he's got a cool shop there in Costa Mesa. Anyway, I saw it there and I'm like, "There's no way. I can't. You want to unsee it because
Yeah.
you're like."
It's gonna haunt
Uh-oh.
my dreams.
This one's going to hurt me. And I look on the ground, and on the ground, on the front passenger floor well, is a for sale sign. Can you believe
no.
that? It was just the most disturbing thing I ever saw. So, guess what?
You ended up buying
Couldn't
it.
resist. could
Got
ya?
myself a 928
There you
from
go.
German market car,
Oh, that's
restored in Italy, and showed up in America. And I had it sent straight to Patrick Motorsports in Arizona. They do all the air cooled stuff. But
Yeah.
So I sent it to him. I'm like, dude, what do you think? He goes, I think I don't know what to do with it. Get it out of here. I only do air cool. I don't know
Yeah.
water cool stuff. And I'm like, what? He goes, send a truck. I'm like, sorry, James. Anyway,
Whoa.
so that's my deal. So I want to go get a
Yeah.
throw out bearing installed somewhere in the state of Arizona before getting there.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
You gonna drive it back or?
I'm
you gonna...
going to go out there and hang out for 10 days because it's auction week.
Oh,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
there you
If we're going
go.
to talk about something,
Yeah, might as
Car
well.
Week in Scottsdale, man. That is
Yeah.
the greatest.
I heard it's pretty insane.
Wherever you're cold in the world, if you're icy, if you've been shoveling snow or ice or scraping windshields, you know what you need? You need a solid dose of Scottsdale.
Just run
Yeah.
down to Scottsdale,
Run
check
down
out
there.
some cars.
A lot of cars to check out, too. It's such a great time of year to be down there. Thawing yourself out.
Yeah.
Sunning
Yeah.
yourself.
Makes it-
It's
makes it
72
nice.
to 74 every
Yeah.
day. It's like,
Well, I was just in L.A. last week. Took my wife and kids, and we went to Disneyland.
oh, nice.
And it was that. It was 71, low of I think 50 at night or 55 at night. It was perfect.
Oh, that's
It was great weather. It was awesome. But yeah, that thawing, that just like, all right,
Yes.
this works. We
This
can do
is
this. Yeah.
It makes the winter go by a little bit easier, especially when you have kids. You have a lot of
Whoa.
kids. You
I'm
know?
get a
getting
ring?
a, I'm
You get a
getting a
ring?
bell
I just heard
in my
it.
ears. I just heard a ding.
Throw your headphones
so
on.
sorry,
Let's see who's
Adam.
at,
Sorry.
let's see
It's your
who's at the
time,
door.
But at the same time, we got somebody coming in here. Who is it?
Oh,
Hey!
yeah.
Hey,
Dave, what's up?
Nice to see you guys.
Guys, I mean, I got to tell you, Adam Pitale in like what, twice in 3 weeks?
This is good. You know it's good when I get a
This
chance
is
to
really
hang out.
good. I love it, right?
I love
And-
it.
But we need more clothes on. You guys got hats and jackets.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, I know, right?
We were
I'm
just talking
sure it's a
about
little
California.
warmer outside.
They were just talking about it. Levi
Yeah.
was just there. He knows what it's like there. You guys don't need sweatshirts.
Oh, no, that's
Well,
not
they're
true.
in northern, so it's a
Icy
little
warehouse.
bit different. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're up in the Bay
Happy
Area.
holidays, guys.
Yeah, happy holidays,
You guys
Merry
too.
Christmas, all that good stuff. And
Yeah, I mean, I wish we had a Christmas tree and red and green lights and all that stuff like the studio. But hey, the boys at PNS, we just make do.
That's all
you
right.
take what you can get.
Works.
It's
Yeah.
all right.
When you're
We're
the
just
real
not in our
deal,
Christmas relocation.
Yeah.
that's great.
That would have been fun.
Exactly. How's everything going? We were listening in on the conversation. It sounded like pretty spectacular, right?
Yeah, no, it's nice to catch up. Anytime Adam drops by, it's a good time. So, no, we are looking forward to having this show. And, of course, all our other friends popping by to say hey, too. Not all you can make it in person, we understand, but this will just have to be the next best thing.
No, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, it's hard to believe that it's December 21st.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing. TRCMA seems like it was just like yesterday, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
already planning for the next one. So,
Yeah.
it's just been this year's gone by very fast.
Yeah, they say as we get older, they go by faster, right? Yeah. Adam, can you attest to that? I mean, you're
I can
much younger
attest.
than I am, but yeah.
Not really. I think you and I are probably on the same slide. We're on the back half. We're on the back nine officially.
Oh, no.
Oh, I never admit to being on the back nine.
I'm on the back
No way.
nine.
I'm not on the back nine, dude.
Well,
You
I
got
keep
the wrong
thinking
guy
about.
if you think I'm on the back nine.
I keep
I'm
thinking
still
I gotta
climbing.
you got to make every day count. Well, and honestly, if I was to stand up and take my shirt off, and people would look at me and they'd say, "You're on the back nine, bro," and then you would stand up, take your shirt off, and they'd say, "Like, you're ready for the Chippendales calendar, bro." That's the difference.
No, no.
You can tackle another 10, maybe 20 years.
It's all
than me.
it's all smoke and mirrors over here, man. Believe me.
Right.
Oh, that's the
Anyway, well,
spirit. Oh.
what's
Well,
up
we've-
with the holidays, guys? Yeah.
Well, we actually have a couple questions for you guys.
Yeah,
Nick's
Awesome.
going to pop
Yeah,
up on
appreciate
there.
that.
Oh, we lost the picture of the guys. All right. So
there they are.
Frost732 says, got my order yesterday. Thank you much. Got a question. Dust management after clean maker in Arizona,
Oh,
other
Arizona.
than leaving it in the garage. Are there any dust issues with the new clean maker product?
I think the reason that Jamie came out with Clean Maker, the whole point was to reduce the dust, right,
Yeah.
guys? I mean, that was the
Exactly.
spirit of him tinkering with the blend, right?
Yeah,
The secret
he was doing.
sauce of the
He was doing his
10-1.
own bathtub gin mixing, is what he was doing. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
and then of course the secret's out. He was here 3 weeks ago dumping buckets in the vat, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I think the whole point of Clean Maker was to have reduced dust for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't
Yep.
know any secret. Dave, you know any secret?
No, I think that was, I think it changed the film just a little bit, and it seems to most people think it reduces the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
We've talked a lot about dust over the years, right?
Yeah, we have very minute.
And we've pretty much surmised that. Yeah, most details they show dust, right?
Yep.
It's kind of the deal. Yeah. Anyway.
All right, Nick,
What-
you have another one.
The iPad is just warming up, so I'm almost to the point I can start doing it, but I'm not quite there yet.
So we're having to have
if
Nick's
can do
going to
it,
have to add the
definitely
next
appreciate
question.
getting
Ah, okay.
another one
I'll
there.
speak to dust for a second.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, yeah, please.
We all know people that have car collections, right? And it's probably the biggest pain in the butt is to knock the dust off the cars in your collection. Otherwise, you just got to leave them covered all the time, which I do because I don't have my dust figured out.
Yeah.
Because it's just they're stored in a dusty type situation, and having some sort of airflow or some sort of magnetic shift in the air to help dust fall from the
Yeah.
environment, something like that.
Yeah.
I know that some rich dude has a really killer setup in his
Clean room setup.
in his garage for his killer.
Have you
cars,
met him
right?
yet?
Yeah.
I kind of think I know him. I think that one of the guys' name is Rick Workman, and he's a dentist, and he has one of the largest Ferrari collections, and he's based in Florida, and he's a pretty cool guy. And but we filmed a video there in 2014, and so I saw his collection is out of this world. But I think that if anyone listening here, including us and including you, can figure out some way to add some sort of machine to actively zap or reduce the amount of dust in the air in your garage, your man cave, whatever, man, it would make a lot of car people like me happy. A lot of car people like me. I got to believe there's a pretty sturdy market for some
Yeah, you
kind of
never
technology
know.
like that.
I know in the
I
spring
have
and
this
summer, I
theory as
always
well
have fans
that-
running.
by the time you take that final product and you put it on the car, you've gotten that finish just perfect.
Yep.
So then you wipe it down. So when does dust show up the most? When the car looks perfect, right?
Yep.
So I think it's a combination of all that.
Yeah, interestingly, I think the engineering thing would be interesting. Like they could do, if you did like a static filter, and a positive airflow, so that basically with all the cracks and crevices in your warehouse or garage, there was necessarily like a little outflow of air, but everything coming through that into the garage was filtered before it went in. I think you could reduce the amount of dust in the garage pretty effectively. But you just need a little positive pressure in the garage so that it squeezes air slowly out through all the cracks.
Mm-hmm. That makes good sense. And if this technology, if what we're talking about could be achieved, if I could install this for, say, 1995, that'd be the no matter what.
It'd be really good.
I'll take it.
I was going to say, I think there's a comma after the one.
Dang it.
Really? Sorry.
95.
Adam, if you come up with it, let's all go on Shark Tank. Let's pitch it.
All right.
Yeah,
right?
That's a deal.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I think that, like you said, that dust that shows up as soon as you finish getting your car perfect is so annoying, and that, people come up to us, what do you got for black paint? I say, oh, it's easy, white paint. You don't see dust, no problem. It's over with.
There you go.
But
We'll fix it all.
The thing is, that first time you take the towel to the finish, and you can have the best towel in the world, but still you're touching little tiny particles of dust, which are, they're in fact abrasive, right?
That would be a rag company towel, wouldn't it?
I think Rag Company. I highly recommend Rag Company towels, even though we don't sell one.
I think it's a Rag
we
Company
do sell
towel.
one.
You sell
the
one.
Pluffle. We sell the Pluffle. I highly recommend the Pluffle for sure. Most
save yourself
the only union product that we have together. But I really like the idea of really selling using a blower, blowing off your cover before you take your cover off your car, and then before you wipe your car down, blow the car down.
Yeah.
This way, you're really maximizing non-friction removal of dust as much as possible, and then take the towel to it.
Yep. Yeah. There we go.
So, I saw that Joey Belinsky was up there. I got to tell you, I got to meet Joey. And Dave and I got to meet
very reacher-sized gentleman, as we call him.
Holy
so tall.
What a cool guy, man. I mean, he's hung here all day. Yeah. Anyway, it was awesome. Yeah.
I'm glad he made it over there, and I've been loving the pictures of him and Tony standing next to each other. It's the greatest thing. Tony is their new training director, and he is, what's Tony?
He's probably 5'4",
He's probably 5'4", 5'5".
Yeah.
Joey Belinsky's 6'6".
Oh wow!
So we had the two of them. They got pictures of the two of them together.
His profile picture is just Joey's head completely cut off in the picture while he's standing looking smiling at the camera.
Tim with his arm around Joey. It's great. So,
I love it.
Oh man.
It's been awesome. But, no, we're just going to be, I think Dane and I and Anthony and a couple others are working through next week. Yep. And so we've got a Christmas party tomorrow and a little white elephant.
Oh, what do you guys do for the Christmas party?
Well, we already had the Christmas party, but we're having another one here in the building, kind of a potluck,
kind of exchange.
Employee potluck, and then a white elephant gift exchange tomorrow afternoon.
Nice.
The novelty gifts will be out. That's the fun
Enjoy that. Enjoy that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we've always had a lot of fun with that, and everybody participates, and it's kind of a fun. We have our rules for stealing and choosing and all that kind of stuff.
What time will you guys work till tomorrow? Are you working a full day?
Well, the party starts at 2. The party may even start at 1 o'clock. We don't know. John was saying if it feels like it's light, then we do it. And there's Tony saying he's 5'4" after
5'4" after a meal.
That's how that works.
With the right shoes on after a meal.
Yep. So, so it'll be fun. So it should be a pretty light, easy day for us. Good. And then my kids are out this afternoon. I think they're already out of school. So they started their Christmas vacation.
The P&S elves are working hard. We got product leaving to the Rag Company today.
That's what we like to hear.
We just keep. We got to keep you guys, keep the dream alive at the Rag Company. That's for sure.
As John and Jeff always say, the internet doesn't sleep, so we have to work.
It does not sleep. Yeah,
Amen.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and as
even when I always tell the story in the pandemic when we put Adam's probably never heard the story, but I always tell the story about we put the sign up on our website going, hey, we are not accepting orders.
Yeah.
People ordered anyway. They didn't care.
Yep.
Like, we're shut down. We're not accepting orders. We got orders anyway.
Yeah, gotta go in. Gotta do it. Yeah.
Nonsense.
As a final note, I have Kirby here for you guys saying, really, the dust-free system exists, and I actually have been through one of these before.
Yeah.
Think of those clean rooms you have where electronics are.
Yep.
placed.
Well,
That's
when I worked
true.
at Micron,
But for a garage, it might be a little tricky.
I worked at Micron Technology for 1 year.
Yeah.
And I worked in a clean room in one of the fabs. And they had a downdraft system where they had fans and filters on the ceiling, and then the floor was perforated with fans and filters sucking air in. So you walked in through an air curtain to blow off any dust, and then you walked into these different airlocks, and then each room was an airlock, and everything was a downdraft system. And so you would
That sounds like slightly more than 1995.
1995.
yeah.
Dang it, man.
But I had my job was to look for particles of dust on computer chip wafers before they were made and to make sure they were clean before they went to the next step. So every step they'd get dropped off, and I'd
really
look
cool,
through it in a super electron microscope. I'd have it scan, and then I'd have to check and see what the defects that the radar had detected. And I'd find an eyelash, or I'd find a piece of dust, and I'd be looking at it under this microscope, and then I'd mark what those defects were and then send it off to the next station. It was the most boring job I ever had.
But you think about how it set you up for this new role.
Oh,
You
it
were
did.
born to be like dust free and perfect.
Right? Yeah.
You
It
really-
was my
this has
break
worked.
in detailing for that year, but it
Yeah.
was now you walk into my garage anytime during the spring, summer, fall. I always have fans. I have like these just running in a circle in my garage. So I always have a circle of wind around me. That's how I keep the dust down in
Nothing's
my
allowed
garage.
to settle. It
See,
just keeps
that sounds
moving.
like
So-
closer to 1995 right there.
That does. I mean, get them at the right
Yep.
price.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
could probably do the same thing, but that's how I bring, especially when I'm sanding or doing something like that.
Isn't it amazing how every little season, every little step of our professional and personal life sort of adds one more little chain link in the experience that brought us all to this
It's a never-ending
this table
chain.
right
Yeah.
here, to this
But
screen
you're
right
adding
here.
extra links.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's so cool. And like I have experience with with these guys from PNS too, and it goes back. You guys, that's almost 20 years ago.
Was it? I was trying to think about that, Adam. It's probably 20 years. Let's just say it's 20 years. It's an easy number.
2005. So 19 years
Okay.
ago. But my gosh, that means we're almost grown-ups. Right there.
It means
So
we're
close.
younger than what it really means.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Yes, we were.
Oh, man. Well, Bob, Dave, thank you so
Yeah.
much for stopping by. We really appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys.
This is what we love about this show is even though it's only just for a few minutes, we get to catch up. We still get to catch up, and we get to do it with so many folks from around the industry, and you guys are obviously a huge part of that. So thank you.
Well, we appreciate being on.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
thank you
Merry
so
Christmas.
much.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas to you.
Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas, guys. Have
All right,
fun.
see you
Enjoy.
guys.
Have a good Happy New Year and all that.
Yeah, see
Yep.
ya.
Okay.
Got it.
Too.
See you,
And
boys.
Adam, I like having you as a co-host. Do you want to hang around just for the show? Unless you got a hard out of 3.
It's 2:30 right now.
So-
I think I've got to be out of here at about 2:45.
Okay.
All right.
We'll do that.
2:45,
So
I had to
the
get up.
clock's up in the corner. Just keep an eye on that.
Yep.
That's
It's
all you.
14:28
Perfect.
there.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right.
Perfect. All right. Well, looking like we've got a lot of great comments and questions. For those of you guys that are adding them, please continue adding them. We're going to be looking through them.
Yes.
We're probably not going to do the same kind of thing where we've answered everybody's comment or question on here.
Yeah,
Just 'cause-
today, unfortunately, is just not that day.
Yeah. So, but please leave them because we're seeing them.
We see 'em
and,
all. By the way,
we will
while
put some
we
fun ones up there.
wait
Oh,
for
we
a
got some
ding
super
dong,
chats.
I
Holy
saved
cow.
3 super chats I saw pop
All
up, and
right.
I want to recognize Jay's Car Channel.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, we applaud
$49.99.
when we get a super chat. It's a whole
Thank
thing.
you,
But
Jay.
thank
We
you,
appreciate
sir.
it.
We really appreciate
Yeah.
that. Merry Christmas shout out to super chats. Love that.
And then Ryan Rigdon with 2 of them, a
Whoa, he couldn't
$10
contain
one.
himself.
Thank you,
All right,
Ryan.
thank you.
And a $20.17.
Oh my gosh.
Saying the
I don't
other
know if
one's a
maybe he's
2018.
gonna ask.
Hope
for that
you
one
understand. You did a
back.
$30.17.
He might have accidentally.
So that's not bad. We're already up $80.
Okay,
for doing
well,
this show
you know,
already.
show's
Very
going all
nice.
right.
Thank
So-
you guys.
Thank you. Whoa, there we
Appreciate it.
go.
There's our next one.
Somebody's coming in. Who do we got? Hey,
Hey,
Roberto.
Roberto! Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Nice
so
to
nice
see
to
you.
see you.
So we got Roberto Valfre. For those of you that don't know, he is the founder of NGNT, which is the parent company of Diamond Protect for you
Yes.
guys. So I know a lot of you probably haven't known or seen Roberto, but you've seen him in our videos that we've done when we were back in Switzerland. But Roberto is one of the finest human beings on the planet and one of our best and closest friends. And buddy, we wish you were here in studio with us. So
And
Me
Absolutely
too.
lovely
I have an
individual.
advantage though. It's late here, so I can get drunk, which is something that you cannot do.
yeah, that's true. That is true. You do have a bit of an advantage over us.
Yeah, yeah. So that's
Yes,
all right.
I do.
But
How are you guys?
We are
wonderful,
good, man.
wonderful. And Roberto, we wanted to ask you, of course, being that this is kind of a festive time of year, if you had any plans
Yeah.
coming up here, what you were going to do, say with family or friends. Just give us a little bit of that, and then we can talk products for a minute or two.
Yeah, nothing really exciting, to be honest, this year, because I've been working like a dog, and I think I will work tomorrow until late. But fortunately, my kids will come over, so I can spend 2-3 days with them, which I'm really looking forward to. But simple things, and you know what? I'm getting old, and I really enjoy simple things.
Yeah.
Like really, really simple stuff with people that I can't. I'd like to be with you now, and I told already Levi, I will not tell anybody, but I will take a flight, Boise, just for fun, in a season where I would not be any bother for you, but I
Just
would
wants
really
to do
like
a
to
pop
spend a
in.
few.
He'll fly over and pop in.
Come
We
for
would love
TRC.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you should absolutely just drop by one of those days out of the blue.
Like
You'd
said,
be welcome with open
yeah.
arms.
Love to have you in April for TRCMA.
Yeah, but it's going to be busy. I'd
It
like to
will be,
spend some time.
yes. We just want us to
I am the
yourself.
one
I understand.
that-
He wants to be selfish, keep
Yeah,
us all for himself.
yeah.
I get it, yeah.
We know. Absolutely, I'm not. And that's why I wouldn't want to come there to talk work.
Yes.
Or
You just want to
business.
hang out and have fun, which is what we've done. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that has
That's
been the
it,
most
yeah.
fun that we've had with Roberto is when we just chill. We've had some amazing talks. We were in Switzerland, in Geneva. We were staying when we were at Eugenio's place, and we were at the owner of Tovarich Vodka. We were at his place, and he was living on he was staying at an estate. It was like one of the
gorgeous
largest
estate. It's like a big
estates
vineyard
in
kind
Geneva
of
on a
thing.
vineyard, and we all went for a walk after dinner just on the estate, and we had a view of Geneva and the lake
The big
in front of
fountain
us.
and the lake and all that.
And it was and
incredible.
all of us were just talking, we all just spent the evening talking, hanging out, chatting, and it was one of the most funnest nights of my life.
No, so thank you for
thanks,
that.
man. I remember hugging a couple of tree trunks, but maybe I was wrong. But I remember, the hugging thing.
Yeah.
So, since you don't necessarily want to, hang out and talk product, maybe we should talk product here. But anything new coming or new developments that you want to point out to people who are watching right now, things that they can look forward to?
Yeah, with pleasure. Well, first of all, really, it's kind of formal. I really wish you and your families and your close ones a very Merry Christmas, or whatever you call it there, Happy Holidays. I don't know how to be politically correct.
It all
For me,
works.
it's still Christmas for me. But please extend my wishes to all the people you work with, families, your close ones. Adam, I like your hat, by the way.
Thank you.
It's a pretty cool hat. Yes. So that's the first thing I want to. This year, the thing that I appreciated is that I'm happy to see that some brands started promoting nanodimes solutions besides Protect. Whether or not this is true, I mean, whether or not they use the nanodiamonds, I don't know. It makes me happy because I still believe that to me, it's still the best solution to armor a protection. So I'm happy that other brands are starting to look at it we of course are at the forefront of this technology. So we keep learning, trying and learning. Adam doesn't know, but R&D department, and basically it's like an endless well where you pour money, to understand whether or not something is going to work today, in a year, in 10 years, etc. Be careful with scientists because they're genius, but for them, money is not at all. They are careful as of how to balance their intellectual ambitions with can afford. However, we have made a lot of progress here, enhancing the properties and qualities, and with a couple of products. Actually, this batch is being shipped today physically by me to the US. This new hydro created. Our main goal has always been to make life simple in the application process while delivering a super protection. We can talk about hydro effect, hydrophobic, shyness, etc. Those are attributes that you can build around the main, and the main pillar is still for us the inorganic polymers and nanodiamonds. Yeah. But what we made this year is to further make it easier. So instead of 2 layers, 1 layer, the neutral. I think it will amaze you, because I was really impressed myself with the test that we did throughout the last 12 months before launching it. Cool. And this is the first achievement that I'm really proud of. And the second one is team that is building up, headed by Matt Ward. Actually, he's your neighbor there. Yep. We have the pro installer program, whereby we aim with those guys. I know nothing, by the way, about the nitty-gritty of detailing, and so I need experts, and Matt is one of them. Simon Bolton in Europe, he's his interface or alter ego.
Simon's a great
for
guy.
That. Yeah, he's lovely, and he's actually really. I like him because he's silent, but he does stuff. I don't like people who talk too much, like me.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got Matt, you got Simon. They're both quiet gentlemen. They don't talk a lot, but they provide great expertise and knowledge when they do talk.
Yeah. When they talk sense. They talk stuff that is useful for the industry, for the installers. So our aim is to have a solid team that guides, trains, and support the professional installers throughout the whole chain, of problems. Have you ever noticed, by the way, that any job, if you want to be successful, you have to accept that you have to shovel crap. This is what you do. Yep. Creative, doing new stuff, etc. It's 5-10% of your time. The rest is optimizing what you have. And those guys, I believe they can bring a good support in optimizing the job that pro installers do.
Yep. There we go.
So thank you, Roberto, for stopping by. We
appreciate it, brother.
We really appreciate it. We understand it's late where you are, and we're going to
I don't care anymore. I can
sleep now.
Well, we're going to let you go, Roberto.
I know that I have to leave. Thank you, guys. I wish you all the best. Really.
You too. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Take care.
Bye, everybody. Cheers.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Have fun.
Of course. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Good seeing you.
And just like that.
Sweet. Holy cow,
I
more.
popped another super chat from David Cervantes.
David Cervantes. Very
Hope
nice.
everyone has a wonderful Christmas weekend.
Dude,
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, buddy.
That's extremely
do
nice.
super chats and just get paid.
Tyler Cucchi.
That's what happens. And I wanted to point out Tyler Cucchi from Diamond Pro Tech throwing in $10. You didn't have to do that, Tyler. You worked there.
So what we do, when we get these super chats, this money goes to fund some of the silly stuff that we do, but it also goes to fund stuff for the whole company. So last year for Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving break, we bought a Thanksgiving feast from Cracker Barrel for the whole company. and brought it
That was
over
pretty cool.
From Super Chat money.
from Super Chat money. And then this summer,
love it.
this
That is
summer we
genius.
had Stella's ice cream during the middle of the summer when it was super hot. We paid for ice cream for the entire company, and had
So
Stella's
it was a nice
had
little.
Stella's bring their little ice cream cart here, and we had 4 or 5 different flavors for every employee to grab.
Who created
So-
Super Chat?
I don't know. It's
That was
part
YouTube,
of the
just
YouTube
doing their
thing.
thing, but I guess they
So-
wanted the
So
creators
that's
to
a,
get
that's a
paid.
YouTube thing.
It's a
Super
YouTube
Chat is a
feature.
YouTube
Yeah.
thing. A paid-
Yeah.
So it's literally they're typing a comment and then there's a little dollar sign. You can click it, and if it's already linked up to like a payment method, it just
Yeah, you can
sends money,
donate. You can
and it
donate
goes
money.
to our
and
AdSense account
that's
or whatever.
literally
yeah.
what we do. So it goes into our AdSense account, and then that's what we pull. So there's a couple shows where we've had some pretty big super chat numbers.
Some people get very enthusiastic.
Yeah. Other times we do a video series called Dane Eats, and we go find a
food
chain
review
restaurant
show.
that he doesn't like, and we order food from it for the whole team, but we film Dane eating it.
just
you
to see
don't
what will
like.
happen.
Yeah, just
well,
to
it's,
see.
It's kind of a
Not
joke
favorite
because
Yeah.
I usually am a fan of like mom and pops, so they'll find like a chain that's like very popular, and I go, I don't like chains. So it kind of
It's usually in
thing
the
where they try and
process of
change my
elimination
mind.
sometimes.
Sure.
He'll
So it's
say
fun.
it in
Yeah.
passing, but it's fun to get a conversation, or we'll have like Anthony's made a dish, like a Portuguese dish, and made him eat it. Just
That
to
was
try
actually
it. And-
surprisingly good. Anthony
Yeah.
can cook a mean set of Portuguese beans. I would
Yeah,
say.
so we've had some fun with it. So
Yeah.
that's how we pay for those kind of. We cooked hot dogs one
Yeah.
day. We've done stuff like that. Like,
And Beamer here is saying, bought an Adams DI water system over the summer, and it's been game changing. So
Very
thank you to
nice.
you there, Adam.
Hey, thank you, Beamer.
Yeah.
Hey, John Hole.
John Hole, welcome.
John Hole, ladies and gentlemen, from Clean and Shiny
Yes.
and Rag Company
UK.
UK, hanging out over there in lovely Aldershot. John, what's going on, man? I miss your face. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time, Levi. I've seen Dane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a while since I've seen you. Yeah, I'm just hanging out here, getting ready for Christmas.
Very nice.
You know,
What are
I'm
you guys?
still at work.
Yeah, I see that. What do you got? What do you got planned for the holidays?
So we're going to go and hang out with some family. We're going to see the grandchildren, that sort of thing, mum and dad. You know, and it's just a bit of a quiet time, spending some time with some family.
Nice.
Nice.
How's everything going over there at Clean and
Yeah.
Shiny this year?
There's a storm brewing around here right now. There's winds everywhere. But yeah, Clean and Shiny's good.
Nice.
Clean and Shiny's good. Everything's going well. Yeah, it's all good.
Well,
There's
sweet.
about to be a lot of dirty cars out there. You know, the
Yeah.
storms.
Yeah,
I always
that's what
think
you want.
People get all frustrated about
Yeah.
rain and snow. And then I'm like, it's always a pretty lifelong detail. It's like, you might not be able to detail right now, but guess what? All the cars are going to be really
right.
needing to spend.
You'll have
some
your
time
chance
with
soon.
you.
Don't
Soon,
worry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And Darren wishing you a hello as well,
Yeah,
John.
Darren
He just
popping
popped
on.
here in the chat. So
Oh,
my
my
man
favorite
John
guy,
in the
Harry
house.
Housewife.
What a great guy.
He's one of our ambassadors in the UK, the Harry Housewife.
Goes
is.
by the Harry Housewife, which is a great nickname.
That is great.
No, sweet. Yeah, we're just like we were telling the other guys, we've got a Christmas party tomorrow, our White Elephant gift exchange for the company. We were commenting on how it's still very warm here and no snow in Boise. So
Yeah.
it would be nice if we
You
had
know
some
how I
snow
like
for
snow.
Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You love snow.
You know I like snow.
You do.
You guys might not like snow, but I like snow.
Oh, I love snow. I
I'm a
just
big
wish we
fan
had
of
it.
personally.
Yeah.
But I realize if you live in the East Coast or somewhere in the Midwest, maybe you're not as much of a fan. I get that.
When it's cold out, and it's winter and you can't do a lot,
Yeah.
snow just gives you
It fills
a
in the blank.
playground.
Yeah.
It just gives you a little bit more playground. You can go out and do something with
Yeah.
it. You can have some fun in the snow.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So, John,
no.
apart from obviously your festivities, things you're getting up to, anything new to talk about? Stuff going on at TRC UK or Clean and Shiny UK? Anything you want to throw our way? Let us know about, or the audience.
Well,
for that matter.
what have we done recently? Recently, we updated the Clean and Shiny website, so it's got a whole new look to it now. It's a lot easier to navigate, that sort of thing. Obviously, the TRC UK website is there. That's it's getting regular updates to that.
Nice.
Yeah, we're just looking forward to getting the new products over. They're going to be on the sea, I think, over Christmas. So probably by the end of January, we'll have all the new TRC products. in
Nice.
stock. We've also made we've got 3 units shops here, so
and
we've been working on one of them so that we can hold a lot more product, which will be good as well. So we put a big load of rack in.
Sweet.
So those are the sort of projects that are going on right now.
Well, excellent. Well, go ahead, Adam.
No,
Seemed like you had
that's
something
cool.
to throw in there. No, I was going to say, we had Dan up here saying, y'all know where you can go if you want some snow. For those who don't know, Dan is in Alaska, so his opinion is a little bit skewed compared to some of the other places people are. But we get it. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. Since Anthony's not here, I'm going to ask you, John, how's the M2 running behind you there? Everything going good with that car?
It's doing good. It's just had some suspension put on it, and it's had some suspension, a bit of geometry set up, a bit of corner weighting. So now it's a bit like a roller skate now.
Nice.
I was going to say, are you taking it to the track or?
Not yet.
No,
not yet. Nürburgring next year.
Oh,
nice.
Okay,
So
very cool.
August next year, we'll be heading over there.
Cool.
Just
Whether I'll,
the
that's
Nürburgring, just that.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
that.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Well,
the road,
isn't the new house is near Goodwood?
That's right. Yeah,
So
my
you
new
can-
house. I moved into
yeah.
that a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's 15 minutes from Goodwood.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm just in the right spot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One of these years, whether these guys go or not, I'm going to find a way to go there because I want to see Goodwood really bad. But
Ask Jeff.
okay,
Yeah.
well,
Jeff,
I gotta
for Christmas this year,
gotta check
I want to go
in.
to Goodwood
Maybe
and
I'll
see our
see about
distributor,
Yep.
John.
Yep. There you go.
drop me off
Yeah.
in Chichester or wherever is close by, and we'll just do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Yeah, you need to come to the Festival of Speed.
Yep.
Yes, that
What
would
you need
be
to do.
amazing.
I'll host you for that.
No,
There you go.
Appreciate
There you
it.
go,
Not be
Dane.
my pleasure.
All right. Well, duly noted. So, if I find a way, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
On that note, I was going to say, it sounds like we're kind of wrapping up, coming up to a break point here. But, John, anything before we go, anything you want to throw to the audience, let them know, or just say to us before we go, or
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah, make sure you're subscribed to our clean and shiny emails.
There you
If
go.
you're not, you're going to miss out on something on Boxing Day.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's all I'm going to say. But
Those of you all in the UK, go sign up, cleanandshiny.co.uk. Sign up on the newsletter and get on it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, guys, listen. I just want to wish everyone a happy Christmas. I want to wish everyone, happiness, health, all that sort of thing. Hope that you have a great time, relax, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys next year when we hook up.
Sounds
Whether
good.
that's TRCMA or wax stock, but we'll make sure we do something soon.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, miss
thank
you,
you.
brother, and big hugs, and Merry Christmas. Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you, Adam.
Yes, nice to meet you too, John. Very nice.
Brief as it was, it's always nice, make new connections, all that good stuff.
That's right.
So,
There you go.
Thank you, John. And on that note, as we
See ya,
kind
John.
of round things out, see you, John. We'll get this kind of set up so we go into a break period. This is a time where if you got to go, you're
Yeah.
good to run.
I'm out.
But it's been fun.
Yeah,
having
thank you, Adam.
as,
Thank you, brother, for
co-host.
being here.
It's a
We
pleasure,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Yeah.
It's such a pleasure to hang out
Means
with you.
a lot.
I really appreciate you guys that invited me over. That's cool.
Of course. Thank you
You're in
for
my
doing it.
backyard. It's always. I feel like you guys are all my nephews.
Well,
people.
thank you. We appreciate it. That means a lot.
My Uncle Adam role feels.
There you go.
Yep,
Very comfortable.
Yep. Just keep up the Uncle Adam thing. It's all good. We
Rock
like
and
it.
roll, guys. Rock
All
and
right,
roll.
brother. Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you. And of course, if you're watching right now, don't worry. We're not going too far. It's
Yeah.
just a brief little break with some messages, actually from some folks who
Yeah.
couldn't be here.
Yeah.
So you'll see some of that, as well as maybe a little Christmassy video or two. So don't go too far, but this is your chance. It's like a pee break, grab a snack, whatever you got to do. And we'll meet back here in just a few minutes. See you soon.
See?
Get dirty. P&S Off-Road.
In Santa's cozy office, filled with festive cheer, he looked through his list, checking twice, oh dear. But alas, a mistake he found caused quite a fright. A missing gift for Jeff, who would be left without delight. Santa puts up his hand and thought, deep in despair, without Jeff's gift, Christmas wouldn't be fair. Then he remembered the door left open by Chantal all day. Would that be helpful in any way? So with renewed determination, Santa formed a plan to break into the Rag Company Europe like a merry man. Santa tiptoed around, his eyes shining with glee. He knew that the Rag Company held gifts for thee. Through the open door he silently sneaked, unaware that Patrick already keenly peeked. In his car, Patrick watched the camera display. Curiosity piqued, he wanted to see what Santa would convey. Through the warehouse, Santa stealthily weaved, navigating piles of cloths, as he quietly believed that he would find what Jeff desired most amongst detailing sprays and towels, a cherished host. Santa searched high and low, on shelves and in stacks, for the perfect gift, the one for Jeff's pack. Finally he found it, the price he sought, but how to package it? He pondered fraught. No rinse, dream maker, and an eagle, his precious finds. He carefully placed them in a box, a gift of unique kind. But Santa wanted more, to make it appear like a magical creation filled with holiday cheer. Nearby stood a paper machine, shining and bright. Santa grinned mischievously, his eyes alight. But as he pressed the button, it roared to life. A loud noise, piercing through the night. Santa's heart raced, afraid he'd be caught, red-handed in act, his mission not. But with a sigh of relief, he could flee from the scene, knowing Jeff's gift remained a secret, unseen. back in his office with a sense of relief. Santa checked off Jeff's name, erasing any grief. Santa, the holiday hero, he triumphed once more, delivering joy to everyone's door. We from the Rag Company Europe wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, it's Patrick from the Rag Company Europe. We thank you for a wonderful 2023 and we're looking forward to 24 with a lot of new exciting stuff that will come out, made possible by the Rag Company. We want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year, and we're looking forward to do business with you in 24.
Merry Christmas
And a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, lovely Rag Company, and most importantly, the Rag Company customers. Unfortunately, it is very late on Thursday evening in the UK, so I am out for dinner. But I just wanted to take a couple of seconds to say I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I will see you at some point next year, and don't forget the most important thing, I love you.
Hello, this is Tyler from Diamond Pro Tech Americas. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. I hope you've enjoyed your TRC live holiday Q&A. I'm going inside to get some chicken noodle soup.
That was awesome. Oh my
what a
gosh.
transition. All
that
right.
was so great.
That
No,
was
I
not
am
what I expected.
I am so thankful that everybody made those. What'd you guys think of the Rag Company Europe kicking it off with that Christmas?
That was very well
video.
done. And if you notice Dylan there, if you're not familiar with
He's the
Dylan,
one
he
holding
was
the
the one
camera.
holding the camera, shooting the car. He's been just excelling. Every time they do a new project, he gets better and better. Love that guy. He did a fantastic
He's been
job in that
amazing.
video. So huge shout out to Dylan and everybody
Yeah,
course, who appears in
all
the
of
video. They got a Santa that looked like Santa too. Like
Yeah.
I was really impressed there. That was
Very
pretty cool.
Very cool. So thank you guys. Thank you, Jack.
Yes.
Thank you, Patrick and the team. And then
Tyler.
thank you, Tyler, for that great video. I can't believe he put a little Santa hat.
Yeah.
Shook, and that was great.
That was
amazing. So big thanks to Adam for stopping in and hanging out. Thank you to Bob and Dave for calling in. Thank you to John for calling in.
Mm-hmm.
And then who else? Did we have anybody else call in?
Well, we have
Roberto.
Of course,
Roberto from Rag
And there's
Company.
There's a dinging at the door.
Yeah,
now.
I hear that from
All right.
NG&T.
Who do we got?
So
Let's check in the door there.
wonder who's here.
Who's here?
Freddie!
What's up?
Hey,
How are
man.
you?
Hey, it's nice to have you here. So, welcome.
Absolutely,
To
it's nice to be here.
our little shindig, our holiday special episode.
We got some Zumol,
from Portugal.
some pineapple Zumol that we're drinking,
It's,
and
it's interesting.
it's just a pineapple soda.
It's
is all it
Anthony's
is.
thing, so we're trying it out, even though
He's going to
not
be
here.
mad because we're drinking his soda
Yeah, we're drinking all
while
the
he's
soda.
gone. But hey,
Don't
he's the
tell
one
him.
that took the day off. So
So how many grams of sugar is in that Zumol?
Way less than you think, actually.
7 grams in one cup.
And it's 30 calories
Okay.
per serving.
It's actually
so it's
pretty
less
light. I'm
horrible than
amazed.
you might think.
It's
Because
almost
I was
like a-
expecting
Wow,
a nightmare
okay.
when I turned it around.
Yeah,
and looked.
yeah.
It's got a lot of potassium though, so that's good.
Yeah, lots of potassium. It's
Well,
a
they
whole-
use the metric system over there, so it's probably different, you know?
It's a banana bunch in a bottle,
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah, we're like, oh my gosh, that's not milligrams, that's grams.
Yeah. So,
Well,
Freddie?
I wanted to congratulate you guys on a very, very good year. It was awesome working with you guys, as always. Please do come by. I understand that where you guys are is probably a little colder than where I am. So
just a touch.
you know, if you wanna beat the winter cold, come down here and we can have some fun.
I think we got a plan to do that.
Yeah.
So for anybody who didn't know, we've got some ideas. Maybe Jimmy, maybe Anthony, maybe myself. We head down there and we get up to some shenanigans down at Freddy's.
Anthony
which-
was saying a sleepover.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
what he
it
was
sounds
saying.
like there may be a sleepover.
That's what he was
involved.
hoping for.
I don't know if like the
Yeah.
PJs, like onesies, are part of it. Or
He
not,
said
but
matching pajamas, pizzas.
it'll be after
sleepover, and
Christmas
scary
at that
movies.
point, so everybody will have gotten like their special, ugly sweater gifts and all that stuff. So we'll just show up with that.
Yeah, we do s'mores and late night ghost stories. Yeah, we'll do the whole thing.
You could even put tents outside. You never know.
Oh,
yeah, we could. Yeah.
So, on that note, I was going to say, Freddie, obviously great to have you here. It's been limited with a lot of folks, but we appreciate you logging on. I just wanted to say, as far as plans, things like that, aside from us visiting you, like what's gone on this past year for you regarding your car stuff? Maybe you got some family plans for Christmas. Throwing that out to you just to let us know how it's going.
I mean, nothing really happened this year for me, so it was
Nothing new to
it was kind of chill. No, nothing. I mean, it's been so. I've been very, very fortunate in that this year, I bought a flooded McLaren P1, and that allowed me to do a bunch of stuff. Went over to the UK. We did Goodwood. We just finished filming with the Wheeler Dealers guys, which is really, really cool.
That, yeah.
We did Jay Leno's Garage. And went to SEMA and brought some cool cars to SEMA, including the Porsche 911 GT3 that was in your booth. So
that's right.
That was an amazing car to ride in, let alone drive.
yeah. Come by and you can drive it. So it ruins absolutely everybody that drives it. So feel free.
Okay. Well, I might have to take him up on that. But, regarding that, obviously, super cool. You did a lot. It was awesome hanging out at SEMA. And you've obviously just, grown by leaps and bounds. Every year it's something new and exciting. Do you have anything on the radar that you might think is just a little too ridiculous? Or, what's the angle for your channel going in the future? Is it more ridiculous, or is it kind of like curveball? Something where it's a little more attainable, but maybe it's just an odd choice? Kind of oddball cars.
Well, I mean, the thing with these projects is you can't keep on going up in a monetary sense because it doesn't make any sense, No. But what I plan to do is, the next car I do, and I already have it, is, it doesn't look like a car at all. You're gonna be like, how do you make a car out of that? So that's what we have coming up afterwards. But before then, we have a lot of stuff to do with the P1. We have other cars on the docket, and it's going to be a whirlwind. It's going to be a ton of work, but it's going to be a ton of fun too.
Nice.
No, of course. Well, I mean, it's been a blast seeing that whole thing come together. Every video is just a new adventure in slowly driving yourself insane. So thank you for maintaining what you could of your sanity so that we could actually have this conversation. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Outside
I
of
appreciate
that,
you guys, watching me devolve into insanity.
We've enjoyed it, honestly.
It's been fun.
Great. But
Not at your
seriously,
expense,
thank you though for being so gracious these last few years with us and being one of our friends and being someone that we enjoy hanging out with and spending time with, and we just can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for us, and we really appreciate it, and we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year,
anytime you guys want to do something fun, let's do it. I'm down.
We love it.
It's a deal. Well, thank you for being a friend. And, of course, it's just been one of those great highlights being able to incorporate you into this stuff. I realize you're not necessarily in the detailing space, but I feel like there's just so much other stuff out there. It's good to kind of bridge it together once in a while and allow the groups to commingle a little. So thank you for being a part of that, really.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys so much.
Well, we love you, brother, and have a good time. Have a Happy New Year. And
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family and all you guys at the Rag Company. Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother.
Take care.
We'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Very nice.
Very nice. No, I'm happy we've managed to get most of the people that said they wanted to be here.
Yeah.
You always kind of wonder when it's all quiet on the Western Front, right? And you're looking going, have they called in yet? Or are they actually? And you don't know who's going to turn up and when.
This has been good.
So you just roll with it. But fortunately, today has gone smoothly. So thank you to Nick in the back who's hitting all the buttons, keeping the switches fresh, and everybody's been turning up when they can. So, big thanks.
Put
on
up
that.
Darren's comment there. He had to bounce out real quick.
I'll pop that up here.
And then let's do the super chats.
I've got several.
Darren saying, everyone, I have to go. I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a massive thank you to TRC, the people who comment, and everyone else I know. Been fantastic to be a part of it. Thank you, Darren. We really appreciate it. And make sure you go check out his content for Grand Ambassador of the Year.
Yes.
So
no, he's been laying it on thick, but great.
And then super chat.
So many
from Lakes Country Detailer, another $20.
Ridiculous.
Wow, thank you. Merry
So
Christmas
many.
to you, man.
Seriously,
and then
thank
Broxy Bear with 5 pounds.
Oh, that's awesome.
Saying thanks for all the great content and products. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Broxy.
And then Leprechaun Levi Gates.
Oh, look at this.
With $1.99.
You got to say the thing.
Saying, a-tee-ta-ta-ta, ho-ho-ho, Merry Christmas. Very nice. Thank
He
you
actually did.
to whoever made that. No idea.
Oh, that's great.
Not me.
Man.
But amazing.
Man, that's awesome. Then we got Eddie here saying, hey, Eddie, how's
How
it
are you,
going?
man?
And I've got a shout out to Nick from Alex here saying, shout out. Well, of course, that's what
Very
it
nice.
is. And apart from that, I mean, there's been several comments, questions, and things.
Yeah.
I could go back to those, but I don't know if we've got our guest.
Oh, we got another call. There we
Speak
go.
of the devil.
Someone
just
ringing
like
the doorbell.
that, magically appears.
Who's
So, who do
this?
we got? Matt Moreman.
Matt,
Hello, sir.
Another fellow Floridian.
Yes.
We had Freddie, and now we've had
Yeah,
Matt.
I'm right down the street, not far from Freddy. He's maybe 30 minutes from me.
There you
That's
go.
not bad.
It's not too shabby. It's a lot warmer over there than it is here for right
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah, it's like 70 something. Yeah.
That doesn't sound
It's
so
good.
bad.
That's nice.
So
That's
obviously, leading things off here, whenever Matt's in the house, he's doing something. There's always some big projects underway. I've seen a lot of videos popping out.
Ton.
LZ Compound, things like that. You want to tell us a little bit about what you got going on over at DOG channel?
Well, Merry Christmas to me. Tomorrow morning, I'm closing on a 26,000 square foot building. So all of my various buildings coming into one spot.
Nice.
I've been fighting for insurance and trying to get that all closed here today. But yeah, we're moving in the next couple of weeks. But I take possession of the building tomorrow. So
Nice.
pretty
Well,
wild.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks. And then, of course, we're doing the LZ project in the middle of all this. So I am generally living there. I'm at home this week.
Yeah.
But because Mike's doing drywall and electrical that I can't do or don't do very well. And so we are revamping, because to me, the house is attached to the garage, which is the anchor of my obsession. So we are revamping Adam LZ's house. I don't know why. But it seems like fun, and that's how we're doing it.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, whose idea was that? Was that yours or was that his?
Well, he kind of goaded me into it. He sent me the plans that his contractor sent. I said, that's garbage. You know what? I just need to do this for you. And so here we are. So
Nice.
yeah, it's been a lot of work. I'm living in the Dreisman Scott Ailes Prevost bus. On site. I've been there for a month, and I came home for a week here while Mike's doing the work. And it's been wild. I mean, you guys can relate to see my little channel do big numbers is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's rad.
Yeah.
Well,
me and Anthony Fitness Challenge. I see that
Yeah.
question there. That'd
Pop
be
that up there.
annihilation.
Yeah, we
Total annihilation.
We talked a little bit about it at SEMA, and it was
Yeah.
probably one of the funniest conversations
Oh, it
I've
was
ever
hilarious.
listened to.
Yeah, I wish I
was
could have recorded that. It was
Anthony
pretty good.
trying to keep up with what he could do against.
Well, he was
Matt.
talking. It's like you already tortured
Zero.
Pan, so he knew he was like next on the list or something. So
I was fat when I tortured Pan, and now I'm much fitter. Anthony is screwed. Yeah, it would be a total annihilation, like 100-0, no matter what we did. It would be unbelievable.
Yeah, I think he'd give a good. I think he'd do his best. But because he's got a lot of heart there, he wouldn't want to fail, but it would be pretty funny to watch all that. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, that would be a good time. But I know we got some ideas on stuff we can do, catch up with you. I think we were going to actually tag along, apart from our Freddy adventure we got going on down in Florida. We were going to spend the back half of the week we spend down there with you and get up to some projects over your way. So I was looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
And then my plan is to come out and visit you guys in June.
Yep.
Which blows my mind because how many years has it been since you last did that?
It's been a while, about 4
years.
About 4 years.
Yeah, I mean the last time you were in Utah doing the Raptor stuff, weren't you? That was the thing. You were kind of in the neighborhood, so you figured I'll pop up to Idaho.
Yeah.
It's not that far away, so you stopped by and did a tour of our facility. And just looking back at your video, the tour of our facility, it's changed so much since then. It's the same
for us
building,
and for him.
but it's changed a lot.
Yeah. No, it'll be it'll be good. It'll be fun when you're here. So
yeah, my whole sole mission is to come there and eradicate you guys from hex lights. That's my mission, to come out.
Mr. Hex,
so everybody watching,
the hex lights. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm the hex.
You're
I'm the hex guy. Where's the hex? But you can't do hex lights.
No.
We got to get rid of those. We're going to do some Cree, 93 CRI amazing lights. We're going to do all that.
So obviously you have a vendetta against the hex lights, which I'm neither here nor there about. I don't mind that one bit. Go for it. I'm just curious. Is it more of an aesthetic thing for you, or is it just a fad that's overstayed its welcome kind of thing? What's your take on it?
Us guys, me included, I'm not immune to this, we have a tendency to err on the side of tacky. It's what we do. Mm-hmm. My tendency is I want to put stickers. I get stickers all the time. I want to put it on everything. Yeah. But I have to fight that urge to put stickers on my dresser and my computer screen. I have to fight that urge. And so hex lights are a guy's response to wanting to do something cool in the garage, and it's just not it. The lighting quality is junk. Like the quality of the lights are terrible. That's the first problem. But it's one of those things you're going to look back at 5 years from now and say, man, why did I do that? That's a there. I guarantee you that one. So that's my vendetta.
So have you given into your sticker obsession and created a space in which you can actually place those stickers? I had some friends who went and thrifted a coffee table that they found, and then they put stickers as the coffee table itself, and then put a piece of glass on it. And every sticker they got, they'd take the glass off, put another sticker on it, put the glass back on, and that was something to appease. But it was a pretty cool thing when you start looking, and they've got decades of stickers that you could see or not see or find or all kinds of stuff.
Well,
so that might be an idea.
Fortunately for me, my wife housebroke me of that, so I now take stickers off of everything, which is wild. It was a major life transformation. So that's what I'm hoping to accomplish with you guys. I'm going to come and house train you on hex lights. So that's going to be my Merry Christmas in June to my good friends at the Rag.
Well, we appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate that. And Fred here with a good question. Is it the shape you don't like or the type of lights? If Cree lights were in a hex, would you like them?
Fred from Glovebox.
No. The lights are junk, and then it just looks tacky.
Okay.
Why do I want to
it's the
see
shape,
like hexes all over the floor?
Yeah.
I want my light to be distributed evenly. Like in this room here, I have DMF lights, which are really, really good quality light.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for quality, and you can't, even if they made quality hex lights, then you see the hex when you want light to sort of paint the room, if you will.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Well, my dad in the 90s was he was a general contractor for Micron Technology, and he would develop clean rooms, and he would develop R&D facilities and all kinds of stuff for microchips. And one of his things was he loves outlets. So he said you can never have enough outlets, and then lighting. And he would design lighting setups to create no shadows, period, in any workspace. And when he built his shop in his backyard, he literally has an outlet four gang outlet every, 4 feet or so. And so you have tons of spots to plug in no matter where you are. And it goes all the way around the perimeter of his shop. And then the same thing, the lights, the way he designed them back then, same thing. You turn all the lights on. there's never a shadow over you at any time when you're working. And but he put windows all the way around the top of his shop. So he ended up creating a lighthouse in our backyard because of how much light his shop puts out. So it would light up the driveways of the neighbors.
We'd really get along, it sounds
you
like.
Would. Oh, you would. My dad's kind of nuts that way. He loves that stuff. And like that was kind of the thing that I loved learning about it as a kid was that was just what he did. He's like, I want this. And when I got older and started working on my own cars and messing around in his garage, then I actually saw the value of it. Now I'm in my garage and same thing. I've got lights all the way around and set it up with the way I want to see it.
Well, the main struggle I have with it is we're detailers, and so lighting is extremely important. And so to see all detailers make that really misguided choice, just, I don't know, I feel like it's my purpose to go out and keep excellence.
Yeah.
So on that note, Rick Smith saying ammo, Larry, is the only one who can pull off the hex lights. Do you feel that they belong in there? Or do you give a pass, or are you just shaking your head? No, absolutely.
I told Larry, no, he doesn't listen.
Nobody gets a pass. All right. Well, in that case, a different question, something non-hex related. I got Kimberly here saying, Matt, for us ego lovers, thoughts or interest on the pressure washer?
Yeah, my first thought, just seeing Jason's video of it, is that I'm a little disappointed in the motor I think they chose. I haven't gotten my hands on it. I touched it at SEMA, but I didn't get to use it. I think they're bringing it to me January 2nd or 3rd to get my hands on one and start to modify it and see if we can get some decent results from it. It's their first version of it. My hope is I can convince them to make a professional level version. And that they can make some sort of carrying bucket. Their argument was that they didn't want too much flow because you have to siphon it out of a bucket, and so you'd need 30 buckets to carry if it had too much flow. But I don't know. I think it's going to be a little bit of a disappointment in comparison to the other ego stuff. But I'll reserve that judgment until I try it. My gut is telling me that it's not going to be very good. Certainly, I think right out of the box be the best portable option.
Yeah,
if you live in an apartment, and it's certainly going to be better than the Sunjoe and the Greenworks that are available, where you can put a battery in it. The Ryobi, those ones flow like less than a gallon a minute. They're just not good options. This is probably going to be the best portable apartment dweller type option, but I think that there's going to be some room. And I'm hoping to talk them into consulting so I can, help them figure out what the market needs. Because we do need a portable machine, a battery powered machine like that for all of us that don't have a garage in a house,
And they've got good battery tech. I mean, they can run a zero-turn lawnmower with that stuff. So it's definitely there as a possibility. It's just a question as to whether what's currently being brought out is up to snuff.
Yeah.
But then, of course, you still need a water supply, right? Even if you have the power, you still need the water to come from somewhere. I've seen some people
That's
use
the key,
a
is you would need
tank, but that's going to go quick.
Right. So you would need a bunch of buckets.
Yeah.
And so that's the dicey part.
Feel a little silly, just keep dipping it in a new bucket every time, but hey, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I got Flack Pyro here saying, waiting on OG Canada so I can upgrade my garage lighting from Hyper Icon tubes.
I was working on that today. So I'm working on Australia, UK, and Canada.
Nice.
All right. We got
hoping to be there next year.
No, that'd be great. And I got Glenn here saying, hi, boys, Merry Christmas to all, so thank you. And, that pretty much catches us up on these ones, although I got, let's see, question about Merca, will there ever be a 5-inch?
I hope so. I spent some time with the head of U.S. product development.
Nice.
She's pretty new to the position, so I don't know how much pull she has, but you guys know me. I made my case of very if you guys do this, they will come. I will bring the world to you. Because the 3-inch is remarkable. We need a trigger lock of some sort. I also made a strong case for that on the 3-inch. But it is a pretty remarkably different polishing experience than any of the other polishes. Have you guys tried one of them yet?
No, not yet.
No.
Yeah, the 3-inch is, what do they call it? It's the AROP, AROP 12 or whatever. It's the 3-inch, 12 millimeter orbit, smoothest, most ridiculous polishing experience you've ever put your hands on. But it doesn't have a trigger lock. It's a variable speed trigger.
Okay.
But it's not in the perfect position. It's really designed for production.
And spot polishing or spot sanding
for manufacturing.
Yeah,
correct. And so they didn't even know what they had. I mean, the thing is really amazing. Right. And so there's potential for us to do trigger lock just in software, where you tap the button and it turns on, you double tap to turn it off. So that's what I'm attempting to convince them to do.
Nice.
And if that happens, it's the best 3-inch ever made. And then if they make a 5-inch with similar balance and how quiet it operates, and if they can figure out a way to make the price a little more reasonable, the 3-inch is $880.
Whoa,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose, there's always room to. Maybe volume comes into question at that point.
Yeah.
I got Dane
it has a lot of OE tech for the manufacturer, so they can manage it from a central location, which we don't need. It has a lot of that.
Okay, so it's got a lot of stuff built in. Dan, with just a little pun, wants to know if you're going to call your review of that checking their ego on the pressure washer.
I like that. That's good. That's good.
Then I got Fred popping in to say, what are your thoughts on new Cerakote ceramic coating?
I don't know. Pan was raving about it. I don't know. I guess I'm a guy that's not in want of a new ceramic coating, because the old ceramic coatings seem to be pretty darn good. The ones that have been
a lot of them out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the struggle. I mean, Cerakote does I think OE for a lot of people that we probably wouldn't guess they OE for, from what I understand. So you would hope that a company like that OEs would reserve the best tech for them. But I don't know. And coatings are one of those things that are difficult to just try.
Yeah, you can't just, you got to find something to try it on, and then you got to live with it for a while, and then you got to, so.
Yeah. And I know lots of guys, you guys have done this too, I think, where you tape off a hood and you pick spots, but I don't know. You almost need to put it on our car.
Yeah, it's not the same, because you got to put it on the car, you got to drive around in it, you got to see the weather on it, you got to go to the grocery store with it and walk away from it and walk back up to it.
World
you got to do stuff with it to see, and I think that's the hardest part. Is so many people go, "Have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried this?" Like, man, I don't have that many cars to do that with. And I don't want to do
not many people want to volunteer.
And I don't want to do the labor
to
to strip a coating off that car 7 times to then try 7 different coatings. So,
well, Levi, you could probably comment to this, but if you've been doing this a long time, you've tried a lot of things. My gut tells me what I'm going to like and what I don't. Now, my gut isn't always right.
Yeah.
But I'd say 80%, 85% of the time, my gut tells me. And I'm not finding myself gravitating toward the Cerakote coating.
Yeah.
I'm just not. It's just not.
Well,
my gut isn't it.
Well, for me, and now it's down to usually most coating companies, when they reach out, I literally have to ask, what's the basis of the coating, what's the tech behind the coating, and why are you using what is the coating
that
for?
Way you know if it's even worth humoring in the
if
first
they're
place.
like, oh, it's our new SiO2, okay, I'm not.
Unless you can tell me
dozens that have been out there differently.
Different about
and then if another coating company goes, oh, we're doing this and this and this, then I go, all right, you piqued my interest. I'd like to learn more about it. But it really just depends now, to me, the recipes and the main chemicals in the coating.
Yeah.
That really
and then I find
make me think.
Sorry to cut you off. I find that with the access that we all been in our position and sharing online here, the access that I've been given personally, I listen to the comments, I'm following what my friends like you guys are using and what's happening, and that helps the gut check, if you will, or check me out to say, man, Matt, you need to, like, you guys have done this to me before, Matt, you need to really try this. Like I'm telling you.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you have friends that tell you, then I say, okay, I'm going to invest the 30 hours in putting this darn coating on. And then potentially have me not like it. That's the part with the coating that's
There's
a little
always
different than
that
just
risk.
trying out a new polish.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So just to wrap things up here with you, Matt, I got a good question to kind of end it here from Rick. What is on the horizon for OG in 2024 that you can discuss?
So new building, lots of hopefully really cool videos of us transforming this building that looks like it's from like 1996 style. It was built in 05, but they did it in 96 decorations with wallpaper of like, lighthouses and that kind of thing.
Nice.
And everything's yellow wood.
Is there a lot of oak?
Which oh yeah, a lot of pine. Even worse, a lot of
pine. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of yellow lights, yellow walls, yellow everything. Right. So that's going to be, I think, a really cool series. We have the conclusion of the LZ compound series in January, which is going to be a wild transformation. I'm going to do this really crazy garage we've been working on for 2 years now out in California, out in the Los Angeles area.
Yeah.
So Fred's garage will be like a one-up of the Atlanta garage we did last year or a year and a half ago. And then, man, who knows what else I'm going to get into. But those are three really big things that I hope a lot of people are going to like the videos, and we can continue this momentum that we have at the end of 2023.
Nice.
Well, great, Matt. So thank you so much for
appreciate
stopping
it,
by.
brother.
We appreciate you, and we'll catch up
Merry
with
Christmas
you.
to you guys. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
All the
Merry
Rag Company
Christmas,
followers.
and tell the family hello, and have fun, brother. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Take care.
See you guys soon.
See ya.
Thanks, everybody.
Have fun.
All right.
Nice. Super chat.
And look at that. Just like that. Bam. Spencer coming in with a massive
$99.99.
I'd say all those tractors are paying off, man. That's
Yeah, as
pretty
Matt Willis
crazy.
say, pawn them a hundo from Tractor Spencer, by the way. Lol. Merry Christmas, you guys. Thank you, Spencer. We
Tractor
really,
Spencer
really
when we see
appreciate it. That is very nice. You didn't have to do that, but we really appreciate it.
Seriously,
So we're
it's
going to have
very
to do something
generous.
with this money
The
for the beginning
spirit
of the
of
year.
generosity is in
Yeah,
the air,
we're gonna have
and
to
we definitely need to do
something for the team.
very, visible and important
Yeah.
with it, because this has been quite a lot.
Yeah,
so
this is
thank
great.
you.
Thank you,
to
guys.
everyone
Ooh.
here. Oh my goodness, another
Yes.
doorbell. Who is it? Who's coming in? Oh,
Ian!
Hey, look at that. We got
He's
an Ian
frozen.
and he's frozen. Oh no. I saw him pop up. That's okay. We'll go ahead. Nick's going to work on the back, and I'm sure he'll bring him back momentarily. But yes, that is right. Autofiber.
Ian
is
from
appearing
Autofiber, ladies and gentlemen.
in the video feed. Don't adjust your set. It's real. He's actually here. He wanted to stop by and say, hey, and we wanted to have him on here. So as soon as
There
he
he
can come
is.
back, there he is.
What's up,
Hey,
dude?
what's happening?
Hey,
How
man.
are you, brother? Merry Christmas.
Good.
Merry
yeah,
Christmas.
sorry, I pushed the wrong button there at the wrong time.
You're okay.
How's everything going?
Good. Just busy, never slowing down. You guys know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So, Ian, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this our little Q&A Thursday Christmas edition. We just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and then what do you got going on at Autofiber? What's happening this
Everything.
year? What are you doing?
Just making our products better. So, as you guys and everybody knows, we just try to improve our products over time, listen to our customers, and just get better. Like, I was just watching Matt, and kind of similar philosophy as him. And he's a real inspiration, as you guys are for us. And then the other thing, we're really going to try to get better at marketing. I think that's one of our weak points with our products, is getting the word out. So I appreciate you guys having us on here. So.
Of course. Well, you guys are always innovating.
Yeah.
And
That's
coming
what I
up
love
with
about
some of the
Autofiber.
coolest things.
As Eddie pops up here to say, Ian's making my favorite rinseless wash towel, those double flips.
Yeah.
So that's a good example.
Yeah, those are awesome. Absolutely, yeah. And I love those too. Just a towel that's kind of folded and pre-sewn, and you flip it inside out to get extra wiping sides. So,
yeah, super cool. So, Ian, you got anything other than marketing and coming up with some newer products? Is there anything fun that you're excited about for this year, or what are you doing for Christmas? What are you gonna be up to with the family?
just hanging out with the family. It's the Christmas. I did listening to Matt. I found a way that you can fix your sticker situation here. So
yeah,
I found an old book that I have.
Okay.
I just happen to have it here at my warehouse. Let's see if I can show it. I've got these stickers from the 90s.
Nice.
From when I was
yeah,
a
it's
kid.
it's like an old photo album.
It's a photo album, yeah, and that's how you save. Gosh, I can't get this working.
There you go.
But I've got all these like
There you go.
Stussy stickers and
nice.
Stickers.
There
These
you
are all
go.
From when I was a kid, and that's one thing that I like. I want to up the auto fiber sticker game here.
Oh yeah,
I think that's another way that we're.
Did you show them
really falling,
we got our Christmas
really
sticker
behind the Rag Company. You guys,
Yeah.
your sticker game.
Yeah,
is
we just
off the charts,
we just did our new Christmas sticker for this year.
I'm holding it up for the camera. If it eventually gets on me, I'll show it. There we go. Okay, so
this is the recent
there.
Christmas sticker that we just had go out last week.
Little family truckster action, you know.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm always on the lookout for your stickers because I think the creativity. So who makes these stickers?
Nate designs the stickers. Our graphic designer who does our web design and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So he does also all our merch, all our T-shirts and hats and stuff. So he designs our stickers every season, and he's just right on the other side of that door.
Props to him. He does a great job.
He does awesome. And
he's
then
also
our
a resident photographer.
He's
so he
also our
takes a lot of our
photographer, so he
product
takes all the photos of the products and things like that.
Which I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, but so that's what Nate does. Nate's been a buddy of mine since it's probably been since I was 28 years old. I'm 43, so it's been a friend of mine for a long time, and it was fun to bring him over here to the Rag Company. But our sticker guy, who actually prints and makes the stickers, does all of our signage, all of our sticker work for all of our buildings, and does car wraps. And it's just made off of vinyl wrap that he prints, and so he can do some cool stuff. So we like doing it on the vinyl wrap because it lasts a really long time, so people have stickers that actually last and work. But that's how we do it. So
yeah, legit. I mean, these stickers in this, they're from like the 80s and 90s, right?
Yeah.
I was like 8, 9, 10, 11 years old.
Yeah,
and
that's me, man. I love stickers and have always loved. I mean, right behind Dane here is our Pepsi fridge, and right below that's one of my old Foot Lockers that I got, and I've just thrown stickers on that for that same reason. But that was me as a kid, and I that's my number one pet peeve is a crappy sticker that disintegrates. It could be a cool design, but it'll disintegrate so fast, and I never wanted that. So it's
gonna
cool
get beat up on a car.
Yeah, so it was fun to get there, but.
Well, I did.
But no, the plan for auto fiber is just the same. We're going to keep innovating, making the business better, listening to our customers, and improving over time. So that's the goal.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And dude. I got Riggs920 asking, Ian, make more of those glass double flips, please. And then I also had a comment here from Enthusiast saying, would you make a flip wash mitt?
Oh, that's an idea.
Yeah, I've tried to make things like that. There's a balance with the wash mitts have to be kind of thick.
Yeah.
So to make them flip inside out, it can be kind of difficult. But we do have a extra large wash mitt that we're about to come out with called the Double Wide. Who it was Kyle Clark's idea, who works for me now doing sales.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of larger vehicles, RVs and stuff. But with anything, as you guys know, there's this balance between, products being too big and too heavy, too thick, too thin. There's like this Goldilocks thing that you have to find, which is not easy.
No, I think people don't realize how hard that part of it is when figuring that stuff out. Because that was us when we came out with the XL pad. The very first version with the sponge inside. Yeah. And that thing would pull a straight gallon of water out of a bucket.
A whole gallon.
And it was like, oh my gosh, this is way too, what did we do? We made a mistake. It's too heavy.
You were so interested in whether or not you could that you didn't stop to ask.
Yeah.
Should.
And then we were like, crap, we have like 10,000 of these. Dang it. What did we do? And then the next variation didn't have the sponge because it made it so much lighter and easier. And
because people at that point were essentially carrying around a memory foam pillow.
Yeah, it was a small pillow you could take. He has a travel pillow.
Yeah, it's a neck pillow.
That was. So, well, sweet. Appreciate it, man. Well, thank you for stopping in and saying Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to us, and we appreciate it, man. And thank you for everything you do.
Too. Yeah, thanks for everything. I really appreciate the reaching out to me for this. It's awesome.
Oh, of course. And Merry Christmas to you and yours as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Merry Christmas.
All right. Take
All
care,
right, brother.
Ian.
Have
See you
fun.
around.
We'll see you later.
Adios. All right. Well, moving
Huzzah.
along as we are, this has been very nice. I hope all of you in the chat have been having as much fun as we have, catching up with all our friends from around the industry. And, you know, it's a real mix, right? I mean, we got people from all corners. So I really love seeing that.
Yeah, so Spencer has a good question there, saying that, do you think Autofiber could do my Crazy Pearl coating towel with a plush 350 500 on the other side for some coatings that require both types of level? So Spencer, again, I'm gonna tell you that's a great idea. However, the issue that we run into is the fact that you've got a towel that needs to be sewn or glued to the secondary towel on the opposite side, especially a high plush. And if it's sewn, it's going to create some weird lines, or you're going to have some open pockets. If it's glued, it might be not as flexible that you would like. So there are some technical issues with that, but that's another reason for something like a dual pile, like a Creature. And I know Ian has something very close to our Creature as well, where that kind of works the best.
Yeah.
So, but I understand your point. It's a great idea. Yeah. And like I said, that's one of those things we started looking into that kind of stuff just to see how's that capable? How can we make that work? So, ooh, another ring-a-ding-a. How's that?
Got the 1500 for you, Riggs. Oh,
hey,
look at that.
boys, what's going on?
Welcome,
ladies and
Jason.
gentlemen.
Welcome, Eric.
Jason and Eric, what are you guys doing?
Hanging out. Eric's actually in Costa Rica.
Well, that must be nice.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with my two Ticos from RM Detailing here in Costa Rica.
Hey.
We got two of them. We show that, I believe it or not, I showed them how to boogie board this morning.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, impressive.
Man, I
didn't know you were such a boogie boarding guy. Dane, you were also a boogie boarding guy?
Oh, yeah. Ask anybody. I spent some time in Hawaii. Had a great time. Just boogie boarded all the time.
You're saying there's still myths and legends about the great Dane Hennon boogie board
it's
in
local
Hawaii.
Folklore. Anyway, this is about these
Very
guys, not me.
We share the boogie.
I share the love of the boogie.
First off, thank you guys for joining us. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thank you for being a part of this.
Merry Christmas.
Jason, what's on the docket for Chicago Auto Pros this year? What are you thankful for? What did you have fun with? What are you looking forward to next year? What's going on?
A lot of things looking forward to. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but the year 2024 is the year of focus. So we're going to be focusing on a lot of different things, So it's been a crazy couple years for me, Chicago Auto Pros, Car Supplies Warehouse, Optical, and everything. And we're kind of going a little haywire. So we're going to focus this year. I want to focus on people, my employees, the processes, the procedures, and really get back to the roots and just have fun doing it.
Nice. Eric, what are you doing?
Well, they're driving.
They're driving.
So safe time to be on
showing
the
us
Q&A.
Costa Rica, I see.
I'm showing you guys the world here down south. We were supposed to be in their shop by now, but the traffic's a little crazy. But yeah, no, like Jason said, man, 2024, sharpen the sword, get some focus going, and just continue to rock, push the envelope, level up, and all those great terms,
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you guys real quick. Talk about Optical. I haven't seen enough.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of it. Seriously, talk about it because some of our listeners would probably like to know about it.
Yeah, we're so excited for Optical. Launched our new paint protection film 5-6 months ago. It's going fantastic. So with Optical is a community focus. So the big thing with Optical we wanted to do is training, and we have a great program. If you're getting into paint protection film, right, it's a big investment in the initial purchase of the film, if you're going to buy a plotter, and then the training. So we've made it a little easier. We know you're going to buy film anyway, so we have, if you're going to buy $2,500 worth of film, we're actually going to throw in the training. So we want people to be able to come to our location and train as much as they can or as they need so they can perfect their skills and take it back to their business. business and be successful with it. And I think that's a huge part of what optical is. I love the community. I love the detailing industry, and we want to be able to make sure that we're giving as much value as we can to any of the installers, because that makes us feel good. So it's free training when you come to optical. If you're purchasing,
that's amazing.
Come as many times as you want.
Yeah, that's huge, because, you know, gosh, 10 years ago, I started looking into PPF when I had my shop with Matt Ward. And, I mean, we were doing the math at the time, and it was almost 10 grand to get training, get film, get a plotter, and get going on it. And that was a big investment 10 years ago, you know, for a shop to go, oh man, let's try this. But to pop in the door, $2,500, you know, and then just worry about your airfare and hotel to get, that opens that door so much easier. And the community that I've been seeing of folks working together and installing and becoming installers and all that stuff is, kudos to you guys for doing that. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and the paint protection film industry is just growing by leaps and bounds. You know, the consumers are seeing all the benefits of it. The industry is coming out with colored PPF and really this cool aesthetic appeal to it. So it's just going to continue to keep on growing.
And I had a good question actually here from Eddie Cologne saying, Jason, saw your last video where you mentioned that you want to get back to growing the culture you want. What is one of those processes you're putting into place? That's a good one.
Vision. I think a part of building a culture is making sure that everybody knows the direction of the company and the vision and what we stand for. And so sometimes that's easy to establish in a smaller company. You know, you're talking to each of your employees directly, and you can kind of pass that vision along by just communicating it to them. In a bigger company where we have now 4 different buildings, over 70 employees, and sometimes I don't see them, and I'm not able to communicate that vision. So establishing the vision and then figuring out a way to get it known by all. And so that's where I'm starting is we already have a lot of the core values already established, but how do we continue to bring that to the rest of the organization and make sure that we're living by it? Because otherwise they're just words on paper if you're not actually taking action and implementing them into your business. So just making sure everybody knows the vision and what it means.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. And I actually had a couple more questions for you, if you don't mind. Dino here, our friend, way off in Austria, Europe, wondering, optical in the EU? ?
Hopefully. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon.
Well, that's simple enough, at least for the time being. That's the way it's got to be. Yeah. And then we got Spencer Mason, our very own tractor detailer here, saying, Jason, I know optical doesn't quite have colored PPF yet, but will there be some soon? Some carbon fiber, maybe. Also optical tint on the horizon, ?
Optical tint will probably be our next venture, but it's still, I think, we're in the testing phase, so we have several pieces of tint that we're testing and going through. As you guys know, it takes time to figure out exactly what you're looking for and making sure that it's a quality product before we put our name behind it. But I still think we're probably a good year or more out on adding anything like window tint to the line.
Yeah.
Yes, and actually, I did have one very good question I've been saving since it was actually asked way earlier by David Cervantes because he was there, really enjoyed it last year. I would like to preemptively ask this question of Jason Otterness. Do we have confirmation of another Creator Summit? Now, I know that was something we talked about in emails recently, but if you want to talk about it, now's your chance.
Well, being that the 2024 is the year of focus, which I loved the Creator Summit and what we did with it, but we decided to delay it into 2025. And I want to make sure, with all this stuff, I want to make sure I take the time and plan it. I just don't want to do anything, halfway and have people disappointed. And it probably just be me disappointed if I didn't do it correctly. So 2025, we're looking to do the next Creator Summit. And I'm just, there's a lot of ideas being thrown around, but I want to figure out how to do it better and bigger and everything else, and involve more of the community. We did have a great day where we opened it up to everybody and had everybody come to Car Supplies Warehouse, which was awesome.
That was a
getting to meet
blast.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane.
No,
But,
and you guys
yeah,
set the bar so high that first year.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people don't realize that building and planning something like that, we're in the process of planning TRCMA, and that's a huge undertaking with bringing everybody to the Rag Company for those times. And that first year we did it in November. The second year we didn't do it till April. So the following year, because it was you don't realize how much. We did the first one, pulled it out by the seat of our pants.
You got to make.
We don't know
the
how we did it,
adjustment,
but then
so.
the second one was like, oh crap, we need to actually plan this.
But once
so
you do
I totally
it, you won't regret
get the issue of waiting another year. It's just you want to do it right. You want to give yourself the right amount of time, and you don't want to do it trying to get it done.
If you're not sure, you made the right decision. So,
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be.
We will be
a
at
great time.
NTE this year, though.
Nice.
Yes. So we're looking
Well, there
forward
we
to
go.
that. Well,
Yeah.
guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Obviously, you got things going on.
We miss you
Eric,
both. We
wherever
love
you're
you.
going. Jason, down at
Hugs.
Warehouse, Chicago.
Hugs.
Bros, give a hug. There you go. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. And a Merry Christmas to you both and
Yeah.
your families.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see you boys later.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, guys.
See you
All right,
guys.
see ya. Have fun.
All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
This is
and of
good.
course, I wasn't expecting a car ride along.
Yeah,
but
well,
that's
you
what
know,
happens
that
sometimes.
happens.
You're
I
on
do
the
like,
job.
as a beard enthusiast myself, Dylan von Kleist
Yes.
saying,
A very
how
important
long till that
question.
beautiful man mane of Jason's is back to full size again? We didn't touch on that.
Well,
He
based
was
on
very
what we
trimmed
could
up.
see, I would
Yeah.
say he's still got a few months left to go.
He knocked,
That's not-
knocked a little,
that's
knocked
not
a little
happening
weight
overnight.
off of it, so
Yeah.
to speak.
No.
So, but yeah, what a lot of people don't realize. So again, they're going to do this Creator Summit next year for 2025.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize how long it takes to do stuff, and we are even, we're kind of, for us with TRCMA, that happens April 1st through the 4th. So
Yeah.
for those of you wondering, that is coming up. We almost feel like we're behind the
It
eight
never
ball.
feels like
we
there's
feel
enough
like
time
we're behind, even
to
though we
plan
still have
it.
4 months to go.
Yeah. But by the time you're a month or two away, it's way too late.
It's way
to,
too
like,
late. It's
there's
way too
many
late.
moving parts.
Exactly. Well, on
And
top of that,
plus-
you got to think you're doing this plus your normal day-to-day job stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and if we waited that long, there would be a mutiny, and we'd be
100%.
drawn and quartered out in the parking lot or something.
Yep,
so
exactly.
we can't be doing that.
Another ring.
Doorbell.
Who's this?
Who's at the door? Hello.
Hey, it's Ivan.
We got an Ivan there. How's it going, man?
How are you doing? Oh, lots of fun. How are you guys doing today?
We are
Wonderful,
good.
Wonderful. So,
where are you?
Yeah.
I guess that's the
in
first
my bus.
question.
We had Eric in a car. Now you've got
Yeah.
Ivan in a bus. But we're in Quebec at the moment. We're here spending Christmas with the kids and the grandkids, and then from there off to Omaha, Nebraska again.
All right, there we go. Very
nice.
nice. Well,
Well,
Merry Christmas, Ivan, and Happy New Year to you and Sylvie. It's awesome.
Likewise.
And any plans for Christmas plans? Anything like
Yeah,
that?
anything fun while you're
Well,
home?
Christmas Day we'll actually be driving.
Okay.
Christmas Eve is the celebration for us. So Christmas Day we'll be driving. We'll be heading west and going to Omaha. We're actually in the process of finishing building a new shop. The contractor said it would be done for Christmas. Didn't say what year, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be driving to. But we're going back to Omaha to stock up our content bank again.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Cool.
Well, I mean, as far as that goes, let's see. So you're driving on Christmas Day. Any last-minute gift ideas for people who are, out there? They still haven't picked up what they're supposed to get. We're less than, 3-4 days away at this point? We're getting really close.
It's too close.
What's a last-minute
Well,
thing
the Ultra
somebody
Black
should
Sponge.
consider?
Yeah, the
you
Ultra
go.
Black Sponge fits any Christmas stocking because you can compress it. If the stocking's
True.
too small, you can make it fit. But
That's a
other
great
than that, no. Your favorite detailer, they always need towels, they always need wash mitts, they always need sponges, they always need chemicals. So there's a big plethora of things you can get for Christmas for your favorite detailer.
There you go.
Of course. And I have a question from Eddie Cologne Photography saying something about a new company. Saw live with you recently when you mentioned your new company is coming soon. Can we get an update on when that is?
Yeah, so that's C6 Ceramics, and that should be going live sometime in January. We're just getting the final moving parts, like you were talking about TRCMA and Jason with the Creators Summit. There's a lot of moving parts when you're bringing out a new chemical or a new product, and now we're bringing out a new brand. So that's even a lot more moving parts. But yeah, C6 Ceramics is a pro-only, very, very different ceramic coating than what's on the market right now.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, that's certainly
Sweet.
intriguing. So as far as other stuff goes, let's see. What else do we got to cover here? Because I know I'm going to have Yvan popping into the studio with me for TRCMA, so I'm looking forward to that. And you'll obviously be a great co-host. But anything else you want to report that's going on, say, in the DIY world, stuff like that, what can people look forward to in the coming year?
Well, DIY, like I said, we're building a new studio. It's not going to be as nice as the TRC studio, but we're trying to get there. But nonetheless, the new studio, we have a couple new products in the work. One is a wax, so a good old-fashioned cream style wax that fills like crazy, but won't last like a ceramic coating. Obviously, there's a place for that, and just revising a couple of different chemicals. As you guys know, as new chemicals come or raw materials come around, we can go back to the drawing board, go back to the lab and say, why don't we try this and see how it goes? So we're updating a few of the chemicals and coming out with a few new ones as well.
Good to know.
There we go. Nice.
All right. Well, I mean, apart from that, anything left you want to say here before we get, because we're at the last few minutes of the show. We just got a few more to go, but I want to make sure if you got something you want to say, now's your chance, Yvan.
Well, Merry Christmas to everyone. 2023 has been a spectacular year. 2024 is going to be even better. And when I'm there with you, Dane, at TRCMA, it would be nice to have heat in that room.
Don't worry. We got you covered.
It's cold in here. I'm going to tell you that.
Right now,
there's a fan there, and I'm freezing.
Yeah.
So
Dane likes it cold. Those of us that aren't lizards.
It's all right. Yeah.
No, we'll. But last year I had to bring my own blanket, so this year I'm going to bring heated underwear and stuff like that. So we'll get through it. But looking forward to TRCMA. MTE is coming up as well. I'm going to be speaking at MTE like I do every year. So that'll be a lot of fun. If you haven't been to Mobile Tech Expo, go. It's just, if you're a detailer, don't skip it. You need to go. And Florida in the first week of February is not a bad place to be.
That's the time to go to Florida. If you have to go to Florida for any reason, pick it before April. That's pretty much what you want to do. So February, that's great.
Exactly.
And Spencer Mason here, wanted to throw this out for you, Yvan, said, Yvan trained me on how to do this whole tractor ceramic coatings thing. Was an awesome training. So shout out from Spencer to Yvan there. Very nice. He is he's
killing it.
Prominent when it comes
Spencer's
to tractor coatings. So he's the guy.
Exactly.
Well, sweet. Ivan, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and tell Sylvie hello, and thank you for stopping in.
Will do, and we'll see you at MTE.
Okay, see you, man. Have a good one.
Take care.
Thanks.
All right. Man.
Very nice.
No, this has been great. And, of course, even though it's, 10 minutes to go, I feel like we may have a couple more guests that we're
I don't know.
shoehorning in here. We'll see how it goes.
But David Cervantes is saying he has to bounce. Have a great weekend. Merry Christmas, David. Appreciate it, brother. Hope you're doing well.
And a Merry Christmas to everyone. Right now, while I'm waiting for that doorbell, if you guys haven't done it already, click like on this video. Please.
Put a like down there.
Get it out in front of more folks. Helps us out.
You know what I'm excited about tonight?
What you got?
New Reacher episode.
Oh,
drops tonight.
Tonight. Okay.
So
I'm on it.
What a way, right?
Yeah.
Spend a Friday Eve. Get a little Q&A Thursday. Go home. Maybe turn on a little Jack Reacher.
Absolutely.
Chill
out. It's a good time. Yeah. So,
good stuff.
I'll be doing the same, I guess. And there's a doorbell. Who's hiding behind that door?
I don't know.
Got? Oh, my goodness. It's Brian Guy. Hello.
Hey, guys. Merry Christmas, guys. It's nice to spend this day with you guys.
You too, Brian. Thank you for calling in and tuning in on the show. We really appreciate it. So for those who don't know Brian Guy from Color Lock, Brian is... he is one of the greats in the world of detailing.
Wonderful.
He's one of the most amazing leather makers, too. And
thank you.
Now
and
he's doing leather
sweet
training.
Hat.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Everywhere it goes.
I have to. The hat has definitely been an icon.
It's become a trademark now. Yeah,
it's become a trademark. So the ultimate thing is it changed the conversations of why I have so many holes in my head.
Yeah. I mean, it's
So-
definitely fun to change the conversation up. So yeah.
Yeah, we changed
I hear
the
you.
conversation, and but no, it's a very passionate, very very passionate. I never saw it coming through all of my years of auto detailing. I never saw the leather passion coming like it has over these last several years. It's been incredible, and everything that I've been learning over the last, I want to say 6 or 7 years now,
Yeah.
has just really emphasized my appreciation for leather.
Yeah.
Now
it's pretty rad, and I mean you
Yeah.
can see some of his
I was gonna
items
say, I
back
have
there
to
on that
ask,
full
did
screen.
you also make those hats we see
He
on the
made
wall behind
all
you?
those hats. He's
'Cause
made
I know
all
you
those
made
bags.
you're wearing.
Yeah, everything there. I have. You should see on the other side. My room smells like leather.
Nice. Yeah, but that's one of the cool things. Brian started because I don't know if Brian, if you want to tell the story a little bit of how you got into doing the leather making.
Sure. I was in my garage because I wasn't detailing. Right.
Yeah.
I was down and not detailing, and I picked up a piece of leather that I just happened to have sitting there, and I threw it over my Rupa's machine, and I thought, oh, how cool would that be, to cover this machine. And anyways, from there, I just started tinkering, and it just developed naturally. And it's and color lock comes about at the same time. So my detailing was never minus color lock. All of my years prior, I was always with color lock for many, many years.
Yeah, well, most people don't know is when I met Lars and actually Ram at the time, their words to me was introducing themselves and saying, Brian Guy told us to come say hello to you and introduce ourselves. And that was the first time I met either one of those two. For those of you wondering, obviously you guys know Lars, but Ram has since started his own leather company.
Yeah.
But it was those two that literally said, Brian's the one that told us to come say hello. So you can say Brian was the one that pushed that move forward for us with color lock and all that stuff.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I got to see you guys so many times this year, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. So this particular year with color lock has been the best year I've had in a really long time. So,
that's
it's
great
been
to hear.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it, brother. It's been fun. It's been really, Brian and I have been talking for, almost a decade now. And this was the first year that we got to spend literally getting to hang out with each other a lot this year. And that was a highlight of my year as well, was being able to be with you too, brother. So
I mean, being involved like with what you guys are doing right now, being involved in this industry is a priceless all by itself. I'm listening to Matt Moreman and these guys and all of my friends. It's funny. I got this is how I
love seeing the stickers.
This is my hardware boxes. And I figured out a way to declutter. Years ago when my garage really truly mattered to me, I said the same thing. I was like, man, these stickers look really tacky. Like I didn't invite anybody into the garage, and it looked like a kid's room. So I wanted it to kind of be more clean, and so I can definitely relate with Matt on that one. And I understand the urge, because what am I going to do with these stickers?
Yeah, you got to stick them. That's what they're for.
You got to stick them somewhere. So I found a spot, and I use my hardware boxes. That's my spot.
Nice.
Ian has a great idea. I thought that was awesome too.
Yeah.
Being able to spend the holiday with you guys and this year. Oh man, we had the East Coast adventure, which was awesome. The full trip to New York. We got MTE coming very soon.
Yep.
Being able to be with you guys is
I think
the most
this year it was MTE, TRCMA, East Coast Adventure, and then SEMA. So
and also Wexstock with Dane.
Oh, and you did Wexstock with Dane. Yeah, you got to do that with them too.
Wexstock with Dane, Anthony and Jimmy.
Yeah, that was great. So
now,
Brian, do you have Christmas plans? Like what's going on?
What are you and the family
What do you got
doing?
happening over in your neck of the woods?
This year is going to be a really easy year for the wife and I. We have nobody coming over. We don't have too many plans to be anywhere, so we get to we're just going to enjoy Christmas here at the house, and it's going to be really relaxing. So I'm really relaxing Christmas.
Not bad at all.
Man. Awesome.
All right. Well, Brian.
I mean, it would be pretty cool to be with the guys down in Costa Rica too. You know?
I know, right?
Yeah, that could be a good
Eric's
time
just
too.
down there, down in Costa Rica.
Yeah, Eric's down there. So good for you, man. Yeah, no, I look forward to it. You guys know that we have this merge with KCX and Color Lock, and if I can say anything for this episode is that we as a full company want to extend our most merriest Christmases to everybody from the KCX and Color Lock family, everybody globally, our friends at Dirk Dews and everybody else. We wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and
of course,
and we're really happy, really happy to be with you guys always.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
you,
and
Brian.
Eddie Cologne going,
good question.
Where can I buy a hat? You've got an Etsy store.
I mean, you got a
Please
few.
push that.
You might be able to sell one or two.
He's
right?
got his Etsy store.
This is my 2024 goal. If I have a 2024 goal as a side hobby, is to make this work. Figure out to turn this hobby into a way that works for me. So time doesn't always allow me to, because everything is handmade. No machines, and it takes time. So it's It's great, yeah. So it's not as easy as manufacturing, So I can't spin stuff out so quickly. But it is a goal. Yeah, it is a goal for 2024. Is to be at this point next year, have some establishment set and also some industry involvement with my own personal brand.
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Well, excellent.
But what's the name of the Etsy store?
Yeah, if Eddie's shopping, he's got to know.
Made by Brian Guy.
There you go.
Made by Brian Guy.
Made by Brian
So
Guy.
go to Etsy and you type that in, your store will pop up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anybody wants to buy a hat, bag, any of the things that he's got on
If
the
you want
website.
to support Brian,
on that
that's the
site.
way to do
There
it.
you go.
And we might know a place to get some good leather care.
There you go. That too. That way you got
Yes.
products to keep it looking nice.
I think Eddie's in love with the hat, so you can probably count on a sale being in there somewhere.
No, it's not about the sales. It's really not.
It's about
It's why
I get it. I know.
It's the
Brian
thought
is
that
one of the
counts.
most humble guys in the world.
really is.
He is he is the best. Literally the best.
You'd have a hard time supporting a better human being.
Yep.
So there you go.
Brian, we love you. Merry
I love you
Christmas.
guys.
Happy New Year.
Christmas.
And can't wait to see you, brother.
We'll see you guys in February. I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
All right, man. Merry
Sounds
Christmas.
good.
Take
Merry
care.
Christmas, bro.
See you around. Adios. It's just so nice. I
was a
get a
good-
little welled
good
up,
group. Good
just
group
with
of people.
the wonderful season's greetings feeling. I'm not usually too sentimental about stuff, but this
Well,
gets
I
me
like
a little
I like
bit.
that we go out on a high for the end of the year,
I love
because we
that.
go out and this way people get going. Because
Yeah.
I don't know if we're having a Q&A next week or not. There's a
I
few of us
mean,
here. Some of us
it's
are off,
kinda
so we'll see.
Right on the fence there. I don't know. Will that be a
We'll have to
Christmas
find
theme?
out
What will it be
after this if we are.
It's just going to be a almost New Year.
Yeah.
Is what the theme's going to
Yeah.
be. But, you do what you
Whoa.
can. Wait a second. I think we have one more
just
guest.
heard
That's
it.
right. We're past 4 o'clock our time, but there's still another guest. Who could it be?
Dylan Von Kleist!
How's it going, Dylan?
I didn't see you guys there. I'm checking my naughty and nice list. So
Okay. I don't know, Santa. Your beard's looking pretty well colored today.
there's gray streaks. I mean, eventually, this comes in as a mall Santa side hustle. I'll be doing in a few years. So
it'd be quite nice. Excited when it gets all white.
Oh,
Mine's a little
man.
more. I've got a little more gray in the
They're
front.
working
here.
on it.
It's getting there. So
I'm gonna keep mine the way it is for a while.
Well, you color yours, so it's a little harder.
Yeah, that's right.
just for men day.
Just
Day?
for
Is that what it
men's
is?
beards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a Auburn season or something. It's a Auburn chestnut, I believe, is the color code.
Turns out I've been mixing the wrong stuff in there all this time. It's just like some seasoning meant for steaks or something. Oh no! Well, Dylan.
Oh, Dylan,
it's great to
welcome here,
talk.
brother.
It's
Welcome.
great to have you here.
Always good to see you guys.
Oh,
Well, we thank you for joining us, and we're sorry we ran over a little bit, but it's good to have you on here, and we miss you and love you.
Happy to help you send this thing off in a very jolly, happy, merry way. How about that?
He's got the hat, so I think we're good.
I did wear a
So,
hat.
first things first, what are you guys doing for Christmas?
Yeah,
What is
tell us
Amanda and the
about
kids and you guys doing? What's the plan?
It's going to be a simple one at home. It's the way I like it. It's everybody's coming here instead of us going somewhere else. And we're expecting snow on Christmas Eve, so I'm very excited about that because
lucky.
Even though it's Colorado, we haven't had a white Christmas since I think 2016, 2017. So it's been a minute. So we need snow on Christmas. It's going to be good.
Nice.
Well, that's a plus.
Well, that'll be nice because we don't have any. We have no snow, and it's in the 40s.
It's bumming me out,
So,
man. I want
yeah.
some snow.
It doesn't feel right, does it? It's just doesn't feel very seasonal. I need my Christmas snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're lucky. You
wanna
get some snow. It'll
change
be
it up.
nice. Wake up in the morning, have a nice blanket of snow on the ground. It'll be nice. That'll be
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what's new with Auto Wash? We saw you had a collab with Adam's Polishes.
That's
that
cool.
you
Yeah, I know, right? Who would have seen that coming, right?
I know.
So yeah,
Big old circle.
Hey, this is I just along for the ride. No, it's pretty good. There's a lot of commonality between the customer bases. There's a lot of Adams fans, and they're a Colorado company. There's a lot of Auto Wash fans, and they're a Colorado company. So we started kind of talking, and so we're doing a few fun things together. And I always tell people it's not a this or that. It's a this and that, right? You need
exactly
a little bit of both. You need a convenient way to wash your car when the weather's nasty, and something that's easy to maintain it. And then when you do want to spend the time to detail it, you need products for that. So, cool little marriage of kind of two different brands, and we're having fun with it. And customers are going crazy. We can't ship this stuff fast enough. So that's been fun. So
nice. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just opened location number 25. So we are now officially 25 locations. 8 more in development. Just met with a bunch of franchisees on Tuesday night, and we're rocking and rolling, man. It's world domination is not far away.
I like it.
Well, maybe you can start with Idaho next.
No, I've been chatting.
Okay.
I've been putting the bug in the ear.
Just making sure, because if I'm going to drive my car to any car wash,
Yeah, Dane, I would like you to bring it to my car
wash.
wash.
Then
Yes.
And we'll say it's very difficult to fit a car wash in your guys' stocking, so that's probably not going to be.
Maybe just a deed. You can just fold
a
it up,
deed or a
stick it in there,
certificate, like a franchise
something.
certificate or something.
Yeah. Oh, how
IOU. How about that? An IOU.
This is great.
Yeah, an IOU.
The gift that keeps on giving every year round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someday I'll pay it back,
Yeah.
but don't worry, it's an IOU. Don't worry.
You're good for it. I know where you live.
Yeah. Oh, well, how's everything else going? How's everything going for you for this year? How's it been?
Everything is fantastic. A good time of year to kind of look back and be thankful for all the stuff you got. And so it feels like it went by crazy fast. I think I say that every year, but I think it's going by even faster. So, can't complain. Healthy and having fun and washing cars and making videos and hanging out with my dudes on the internet, doing live streams and all this stuff is, heck of a lot worse way to earn a living, right?
That's right.
Well, I guess I got one question since I haven't seen it come up or anything, but
Okay.
Dylan's always got a pretty good weather vane kind of thing going on.
He does.
He knows where the winds are blowing in the detailing world, whether it's car washes, stuff like that. Is there anything on the horizon you've just caught a whiff of that you think may become the thing of 2024 or even 2025?
I think that I've had this conversation a few times recently. Actually, I think that the opportunity for improving on things is there. I think everybody is always quick to try and release the next big revolutionary idea. And I have seen some things recently come out of some brands, you guys include, just these iterations, auto fiber with the dual flip, and taking existing things and making better things out of them, I think is kind of where we're at right now. We don't need, we don't need 15 new coatings next year. I think we've got pretty good on the coatings, guys. We've got enough coatings. Let's stop with coatings. Let's make better. Let's see people improve their existing product lines. Let's see products that enhance that installer or that user experience. That's where we're at Auto Wash. We, I don't know how many people have seen the video, but our new location, we built our own kiosk system. We removed a bunch of different mechanisms, replaced with more modern stuff. So we're looking at how we wash cars and try and try and make that a easier, smoother, simpler process for the customer. So I think it isn't always about reinventing the wheel. Sometimes it's just about building a better wheel.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we've seen. That's kind of the goal with the Rag Company with some of our new tools and equipment was just what are the things that we've always liked and how can we make them better? Or what are the things that we've always been interested in and how can we make it better?
Well,
And
I mean, I think a lot of people noticed, for example, when suddenly the buzzword was graphene and everybody was mentioning graphene and everything is graphene. Oh my God, it's graphene. There was a lot of that talk. And then, of course, the questions popping into the Q&A, you can tell it's like a seasonal thing. Will just be, when are you guys going to do it? When are you guys going to do it? Like the assumption is there that you're just going to hop on that bandwagon. You're going to do the thing. It's like, well, we didn't see anything that necessarily like shook us in our boots or really made us feel like it was super necessary to go that route. So yeah, we kind of laid back on that one. Not to say we do that with everything that new that comes around, but it's just sometimes you get a gut instinct and you go, not this one. Wait to catch the next wave, you know.
Yeah. I think the short way to take that is evolutionary versus revolutionary. You don't need to completely invent a new category every single time, right? We can evolve and we can make things better. We can make processes better. We can make products better. Heck, everything can get better. We can do better at instruction and training. I mean, this is the chance. I think that's where everybody should be focused. Where I'm hearing a lot of people put focus is get better at what they already do. Don't try and change the game. Just try and be the best at what you're doing already before you try and do something completely different.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's
like
fair.
it.
Well, I mean, if you guys are good, I'm good. I want to give everybody a chance.
I just
to go
wish
and
Dylan was
celebrate.
here
This is
so I
just
could give
one
him a
of
big
those
hug.
things where it's been so nice to catch up with everybody. But Dylan, is there anything you're just itching? You gotta share with the world. You gotta tell them right now. What's Dylan von Kleist's message for the audience at the end of the 2023 TRC Holiday Special? What do you got to say for us?
I would say I'd start by saying Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate. Enjoy this time of year. It's a special time of year. It's a good time to reflect. It's a good time to get your plans in order for next season. Jason Otterness and his plan for focus, and everybody on had something they're working on next year. Start putting those plans in place now. I'm not a big New Year's resolution guy, but I'm a big put a plan down, write your plans out, write your goals out, start putting that stuff in order now. We're only a few weeks away from the new year. But get ready to have a successful year, and while you're doing that, inevitably you'll start to think about what you did this year, and you'll have some gratitude. You'll have some thanks for what you were able to accomplish, or maybe some regrets, but things that you can focus on for next year. So take this time to reflect. I think a lot of people get some extra time off, and versus just zoning out and Netflixing or doom scrolling, take some time to actually be intentional about that and be thankful for what you got, where you are, and be ready to go where you're headed.
There you go.
That is some excellent advice.
I love it.
I hope everybody listening right now takes that to heart and puts it in motion. So thank you so much, Dylan, for popping in here, for saying hey, and giving us a really great way to tie up this show.
Yeah, we appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much.
Hey, miss you guys. And Merry Christmas.
Miss you too.
Miss
Merry
you too.
Christmas. Hugs to your family and
Yes.
to our friends at Auto Wash, and we'll see you later.
All right,
See
Merry
you guys.
Christmas, man.
See you, brother.
Take care.
Have fun. All right, Dane, take us home.
All right, so that
Thank you,
brings
everybody.
us to the epic conclusion of our epic Rag Company Holiday Special Q&A. Obviously, the questions and the answers were limited because it's really about the guests and spreading that Christmas cheer and just, seeing faces we maybe haven't seen in a while. But I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who watched, who listens in the future. If you're catching up later, go ahead, leave us a review down in the comments or on whatever listening device you catch it on for the podcast. I'm throwing a big thank you out to everybody who does so. And of course, click like on this video if you're just heading your way out. Gets us in front of more people. And make sure you're subscribed to the Rag Company Podcast YouTube channel, as well as our other channels. And from all of us here at the Rag Company, we wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all that good stuff. So cheers.
Merry Christmas. We'll see you guys.